So we'll open with all of you at the manor. Probably sitting down, having breakfast. We'll say that at least the self-running kitchen has arrived. Yes. Depending on exactly what's been going on, your communicators may not have made it yet. So, what have you... Alright, what would you guys like to do today?
I'm going for a
swim. Gonna go watch the hilarity.
Okay,
and
so
make it harder.
Should we say it's been a week? I've just finally figured out how to swim, so now I've told everybody I can swim. Or what do you want to do timeline-wise?
Well, it would take at least a couple weeks in order for the kitchen to show up, so we'll put it at that point.
Okay, so it's been a couple of weeks since...
You went and helped the cleric.
That's right. Okay, I'm like, what
So you can
happened?
make it maybe halfway across before you're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
and then somebody got to bring you out of the water.
You sink.
No, I can get myself back. I can hold my breath a long time.
Yeah,
I
I guess
sink to the bottom of the water.
That is canonically with dwarves. I can hold their breath a long time.
Anybody with a high con can hold it breath for a while.
Yeah, mine's 18. I'm good. So I swim as far as I can until I get exhausted, then just let myself float to the bottom and walk back.
Because I think it's 1 minute per con mod, so...
Yeah.
Well, with a minimum of 30 seconds, so you've got 4 minutes to walk back out.
Yeah, which is not... That's not too bad when you're...
You can't stop me.
Cool. Awesome. So, how do you want to do this? Do you want me to make an athletics roll?
Yeah, let's make an athletics check to
Are
see.
we all watching?
Apparently, you all followed me down to the lake. So, how about this? All right. I'm every morning, I've been out swimming. Okay? I finally got it. I can make it across once.
Watch him rolling that one.
I can't get back, but I can make it across.
Okay.
It's important, right? I'll walk back. It's fine. But you, come watch, all right? Let's go. And watch me fail. Yes.
Breakfast edition? What?
Oh, that looks like a 2.
Well,
No, that's a 12.
that's 12.
I saw
So-
that.
Almost there.
Almost. 20.
Nice.
Natural. I have +8 on athletics.
Unnatural 20, so yeah, you managed to swim across the lake, which is 500 feet wide, and that's the short way.
Mm.
So, but you're basically just lying on the other bank, gasping for breath.
I'm actually mildly impressed.
Run for dwarfs! Once I get done with that, since it's been a couple weeks, have I started to work on the forge then? On the second building I want to build? Next to the barn for it?
Some of the upgrades, probably the barn door and reinforcing some of the spars in the barn itself, have been completed. The construction company that you hired to help actually make the forge portion is still working. Okay. It's mostly just the framework at the moment. They'll start working on the roofing and walls in the next few weeks.
Awesome.
It's like any construction. It'll take 3 times longer than what they think it's going to be.
This is our universe of D&D. I don't know if we can allow that. I don't know if I want to let Utah law apply to that.
Hey, at least I don't have to get permits. Anyways, cool. You can swim.
Okay. Then after that, I'd just like to go in and... Did we decide on a name for our...
Nope.
Still not...
We had some ideas.
I would like to put forward that we have a meeting on this day and figure out a name.
Oh, no. I mean, yes, but oh, no.
I have all talk, no stead, all dread, and all shred.
Because I think we were trying to make them off of the name of the estate, right?
I think
Well,
so.
Allstead.
The town.
Adventures of Allstead and Arbor Manor.
The Prime Arbor
Prime
Manor.
Arbor Manor.
I mean, it won't work as well if Allstead name ever changes.
Or if you guys relocated.
Yeah,
Because
if we ever
something
relocate,
happened.
then, we're screwed for that name. We'll have to pick a different one.
Primal Arbor Adventurers?
Primal?
Because the
That
Prime
sounds-
Arbor and trying to bring in Allstead in some way. I don't think Primal sounds great.
I guess how serious do we want people to take us?
Yeah.
Because as much as a hilarious name is fun, if we go up to
Right.
people and have a stupid name,
We're not going to get a job.
Well, we would.
We might if they have a
People-
sense of humor.
Or they're just gonna give us a hard time.
I mean, considering we keep interacting with, like, near immortal beings, most of them have a sense of humor so far.
So far. They have enough of us
Where's
to
the-
not kill us.
Where's the
Lucky
bard?
adventuring
New bard.
crew.
Bard, where are you? I can't remember.
What?
You're supposed to be good with words and
Yes?
phrases. So how would you describe our merry lot?
In the solid 2 weeks you've known us.
This Kiwi is like...
Robin Hood's Merry Men.
I'm assuming you want this to be a pleasant description.
We just agreed funny would be good, so...
Give me a minute.
Of course.
The cleanup crew.
Actually, that's not bad.
I mean, we have been sent in a lot to clean up a lot of places.
You're not wrong.
That does make it sound like we're there to take care of people's.
Isn't
dead
there an
bodies,
actual, what is the name of the people that actually go and clean up,
but roadkill and stuff?
Pictures.
not roadkill, they're the
The
ones
crime
that,
scene cleaners?
yeah, like crime scene cleaners.
Oh.
What are they called? There's a professional word for that.
Crime scene cleaner.
Forensic something.
Forensic cleaning specialist.
I swear they're called something else.
Biohazard containment specialist.
Let's look at it.
Biohazard disposal
Google knows the
specialist.
answer.
I swear there's a really clean, the something. And it's one word and it's really cool sounding. I swear they said it in oh my gosh. John Wick.
Oh, that was the
people, the group
they
that
clean
came
up
and
for,
cleaned
for
up.
all the killers at the
Yeah, there's a name for them. And that would be kind of cool. That'd be intimidating and it would make it sound like we're here to get crap done.
I can't remember what name they had. Or did they even have a name?
I
Because
swear
they just
they
went
had
out
a
of the
name.
Olympus, didn't they?
I'm gonna look up job title for
They just called
crime
them the
scene
cleaners.
cleanup.
They were just the
It
cleaners.
is the cleaners.
A CSI cleaner.
A CSI cleaner, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish there was a cooler name because if we just say the cleaners, people think we're going to be housekeepers.
Biohazard
I mean,
remediation
well,
technician.
That entirely depends on what kind of people we're talking to. On who's going to assume what based on that name. So I
We
don't
have
know,
been cleaning up a lot of messes. Let's just
I-
say that.
but we don't know of a mafia yet, and I'd rather not find out that they're looking to hire us because our nickname's the Cleaners.
No, that would be.
I don't know,
embarrassing.
man.
I'm not good at body removal. Are
Imagine
you?
we go on an adventure and we think that we're solving a problem, but it turns out we're just hiding dead bodies.
We haven't yet to have to clean up dead bodies. I mean, the only dead body that ended up cleaning itself was the demon.
Sometimes I think maybe we should have a cleanup crew.
Swords and words. Shut up, it's a pun. It's not. I know it's not a great pun, but it's a pun.
Swords and words is
The sword and the pen? Huh?
Pen is mightier than the sword.
I would like to see a pen block your sword.
I don't know. We haven't done a lot of writing. We've been doing a lot of talking. Ironically, by the people who are not the best at talking.
Sword tongue? No, that's weird.
Singing swords.
I
love the
actually
term
kind of
for
like
you.
that one. I have to admit, I kind of like the singing swords.
It's poetic.
Yeah, but you could book gigs
Yep.
The
wherever
battle
we go.
cards?
Hell, I'll stand up there and fucking tap my armor if you want. I don't give a shit.
Just give me a good beat.
Let's see. Percussion, wind instruments.
I
Let's see,
play
you have the
an
bow, right?
instrument,
Percussion.
actually. I play the flute.
Nobody got,
Nobody got found out?
yeah.
Actually, I think I do play an instrument.
I play the flute.
I play the pot. The iron pot.
Aftermath services, that's also not what we want.
Because you ought to be the people who make
Format services.
I like singing swords. I think it works now that we have
So the
bar
only,
number 2.
the only thing is, we have to go around town and ask everybody if it sounds too silly. Because if we tell them at the guild, and they go to the singing
You
swords...
come up with 5 names and have townspeople vote on them.
I don't know if we want to go that far, but my only thing is, this is going to guarantee us some clientele that will never hire us.
I mean, regardless of what
But at
we
the same
pay.
time, I don't think we want to work for those clientele. So.
The sellswords? I know that's a different thing, but
The singing cell swords.
people be worried we'll betray them.
Okay, so this is stealing a little bit, but Vox Gladius.
Oh, voice of the swords.
Yeah, voice of the sword.
See, and I was over here Vox Machina. I'm like, wow.
Well, because it's voice of the machine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Or Vox
actually,
Populi, voice of the people.
that's actually not bad.
That's not bad.
Vox Gladius, right?
I'm down for that. Singing Swords or Vox Gladius.
I'm fine
It's-
with that.
Yeah, but it sounds
And
cool.
it doesn't sound quite as silly as Singing Swords.
It's true. It sounds cool enough that somebody cool might hire us.
But it's still singing swords. I like
Yeah, but what?
it. No, in a good way. I'm not.
Yeah, but what
Couldn't
war
go-
leader
oh.
is going to go? I know
Couldn't
which
go.
band I need to hire to help me out with this assassination. I know the Singing Swords.
Definitely don't sound like you'd be all that stealthy.
Well, I'm not, but we got a rogue, and we've got a ranger who can frickin' hit a bee from a mile away.
I don't think I've tried that. I should try it.
You can shoot very well, but we've got ways.
I like Vox Gladius. Because even if people don't know what the heck that means, it sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not like
Oh,
crazy
the main team
intimidating, like.
I like
Mhm.
that it says
That
glad.
I was trying to remember what Phantasm she got. It's Roundhead.
I like it. Should we just say that's what it is and screw what other people think?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
in favor of Vox Gladius?
All right.
Cool.
Vox Gladius it is.
That was a lot faster than I thought it was going to
Welcome
We
to
should
the prime.
probably send some message to Elias so he knows what we're named.
be. Oh yeah.
Hey man, we got a
He's
team name
kind of
now.
still.
I don't know if he's gonna give a shit.
They're like,
I
oh,
mean,
you guys are still doing
Actually,
that?
yes, he's still there.
Yeah, it's only been
Because
like
it
2
was-
months since
it's
you
supposed
left
to
him.
be
A year.
A year, that's right.
A
mean,
year and a
he's-
day,
Dude,
but
by the
he
time
gets...
he gets back, he's probably going to be so cool. He's like, I have better things to do than work with you guys.
I mean, the name might sway him at this point.
That's true.
I mean, he at least had a sense of humor, so.
Unlike some people we know.
Oh! I am wounded.
I joke.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, we don't want our new bard to leave. Let's at least be a little bit nice to him.
Oh, it's fine. Were we mean to you? It's been barely a month.
He's still here.
2 weeks.
That's a good sign.
I've been with you guys 2 weeks, and I've already been in a story that I will tell for as long as I live. So, no, I'm fine.
So basically, you'll stay with us until you're bored. With
Yes.
us. Cool. Okay, good to know. So let's keep doing stupid crap, and we'll be somewhat okay.
Keep giving
It's
me
all
stories
good,
and taking me places where I can show off.
That's basically
that's
what we do.
All right. So you guys put in the paperwork with the guild to get registered as Vox Gladius. You inform them that you're using the Prime Armor Manor as your base of operations, and that'll take a few days for the paperwork to get processed, but you're now an official party.
So how long?
You have the Thieves Guild background, right?
No.
What?
Okay, I remember there was another request that was coming up that they were waiting for you.
Right.
You got that one, you've got the map, and you may not remember, but when you came back from your last
Oh yeah,
mission.
we got that spooky message.
Mhm.
Florist was told that somebody is sniping guild contracts.
Rude.
Not now that we have a guild name.
So basically, the guild has a job, and somebody else does it before the people who pick it up from the guild get there.
Interesting.
Alright.
But the rest of you wouldn't know that. Only Flores, because he's the one whose job got munched.
Oh, that's right, because he was trying to do one, but he showed up and there wasn't.
Yep,
It
and
was already done.
he was a little miffed when you guys met him because somebody sniped his job, so he only got a compensation pay instead of the full amount.
Maybe we can assign that person to our group.
Maybe we can figure out who
So
it is.
you were saying there's the message that we got on the wall.
And a spooky map from the ghost.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
spooky map from
For
Ghost.
me.
And who knows, maybe there's more random stuff at the other guild that has jobs.
We can check the guild to see if there's jobs, but
In
it sounds
case-
like we might have some stuff to handle.
Just so you guys know, the letter that was pinned to our door was about, I'll just read it. Greetings to anyone that might find this letter. I've been away for some time, but it's come to my attention that this residence has been a pseudo-base of operations for an up-and-coming adventure group, and I think that's just wonderful. I have some expertise of my own and believe this would benefit from our partnership. This sounds like something that would be up your alley. My liaison Maxwell will be waiting at this sock docks? That's what you're,
Oops. I guess I autocorrect.
Yeah. For your inquiry, cordially, some ridiculously long name that sounds like someone important.
And if I remember right, that was Thieves' Camp for, hey, we've heard you got important.
No, there was a different part that was in Thieves' Camp that only
Okay.
I can read. I am not telling you guys.
Yeah.
No, that entire thing was Thieves' Camp for the secondary message. Well, when you at the... I guess I just meant to say docks, but then
You
accidentally...
did socks.
Yeah, it probably was socks, and then I tried to erase it, but
No, it's
forgot.
the docks
Yeah.
are owned by Socks.
Yeah. The first one was not in Thieves' Camp. There's a second part that is in Thieves' Camp.
No, the
The
first
first part
message is
has a
coded
message.
Thieves' Camp for what the second message shows.
Oh, it's weird because what you sent to me was that part was not in Thieves' Camp, and then the next part after that was in
I guess I
Thieves'
just explained it poorly.
Camp. Okay, sorry.
So, if you didn't explain the Thieves' Camp version to them, then they only know that somebody's looking for their work.
Yeah, basically someone's wanting to work with us, and we don't even know what they want.
And they're the docks or something.
Yeah.
Well, I'm honestly just about up for anything.
What
'Cause-
was the benefit of going to Ghost Map?
There's
Full
a
adventure with jewelry.
Yeah.
there's a plan
It's
left.
kind of, we have a quest for Thaba, we have a quest for your character, and we have a quest for your character. So, that's kind
I
of...
don't want to do my quest.
What Thava would remember from the vision the ghost gave her is basically that the ghost's masterpiece and final work, well, which was under construction when she died, is somewhere in where the X is.
That's right.
So,
Wasn't
my-
the X near the town with the monsters?
No,
Okay.
it's close to where you guys are
Okay,
because
it's actually still in Allstead. Okay.
not in
Or,
Allstead,
like, the region.
roughly.
well, in my humble opinion,
There's a map that's underneath the small table behind Matt that shows where it is.
oh, down there.
Not for anything that'll get us.
But my humble opinion, unless there's something that is
Oh, that's right.
of the time essence, I say we get stuff done that normally we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Because it sounds like there's nothing that's like, hey, if you don't go and do this thing right now, the world's gonna blow up.
That might be part of the work.
Ding ding ding. They're not the same scale, so...
Oh, yeah, I was like, okay, so this is just zoomed in
Yeah.
here-ish.
Okay.
And-
They're
Allstead is down there.
around here, I think.
Yeah.
All set right there. How far is that?
Couple days.
Well, more like a few days, because every inch is 25 miles.
So that's in the
Okay.
desert.
Which would be good for Thaba, especially because desert. So,
Toasty warm lizard.
yep, toasty warm lizard.
I'm gonna die if that's okay. My curiosity is more important right now.
I
Obviously,
think that's the longest standing quest we have.
obviously, there are a few ways you could get there. You could take roads and go through the mountains, or you could hire a boat and they could sail you up. But it all
Well,
depends on...
It's near another forest, isn't it?
Once upon a time,
Oh, is that
the
forest
ghost
no longer
remembers
there?
it looking like a forest.
Oh, but now it's all desert.
Yes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm
Easiest way would probably be a ship to Barrow's Gate or to Sun's Edge.
I'd
Yeah,
be down for voting.
Let's do it.
probably doesn't
Yeah,
cost that much.
let's not even go to the guild and see what they need, because it's probably something that's going to blow up the planet anyway. Let's go and do something kind of cool, and then we'll figure it out
Well-
from there.
Alarming.
I think we should just stop by on our way through town just to make sure there's nothing super pressing, because also I think we've kind of become the top adventurer group.
Yeah, I
Yes,
got
yes.
messages from
Or-
whoever was taking all the...
Or it's more, we're starting to
Explorers
become a
and
bigger
stuff,
group, so they might have something that they have in mind for us. As far as like our talents or something. So I just want to check by and like, hey, before we go out of town for a month.
Is there anything that's going to explode?
Yeah. And also, we probably have to physically go there to drop off the paperwork at some point.
Yes, you would have to physically go to the...
So when we go into town to
Figure out how
to get a boat. Well, we're on the coast, aren't we, Alstead?
Yes.
Yeah, so we can just hire a ship.
Yes.
All right. Or we could go to the guild and see if they have a good connection with somebody that commonly porters adventurers. Because then we know it's a safe connection. We know it's somebody that's reputable. Don't have to worry about halfway through ending up in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
All right. So does that sound good?
Might as well.
All right. So I'm gonna walk into the door of the guild hall. Just bust them open.
You kick open
Can't
the door.
remember her name. Crap. That's at the desk.
Oh man.
Aloysia.
Eloisa. That's it.
Poor Aloysia, we just never remember her name. Been working with her for how long?
It's me. Can't remember it. I know Flint would, but
We should write it down.
I thought I had it written down.
I think you did write it down at one
I
point, but...
thought it was Althea. That's what I had it down as.
Oh, is it
For this.
Althea?
No, Aletha is the name of the country you're in.
I love that. Yeah.
Weird. I put it down in his front desk at Guild.
Aloisa. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Aloisa, we've got the name and we've got the paperwork. Here you go. I slide it over to her.
Thank you. You've been talking about doing this for some time now, and
we apologize in the delay. Unfortunately, we've been kind of traveling planes. So
I think I remember Flores mentioning some of the things you got up to before he joined you.
Mm. It's a little different when you meet a fire giant and discover that there's a whole lot of them. Anyways, we're looking to go out of town, actually, for the next little bit. We've come across some things that we'd like to look into. Do you know of any boat porters that are, or any boaters that take a lot of adventurers out of Alstead here?
We don't have anybody who takes specifically passengers across to anywhere, but we do have contacts with some of the shipping companies who will hire on adventurers as guards.
All right.
Unfortunately, usually it's a round-trip mission because they don't want to have to hire somebody at the other end.
Oh, of course. Do you know of anybody that ships commonly to, what were the two towns again?
Sun's Edge and Drake's.
Sun's Edge and
Barrows Gate.
Barrows Gate. Do you have anybody that you trade with commonly there or that hires?
Well, they don't usually hire. I know that the Andrin Logging Company does export to both of those
course.
locations.
Yeah, we're both with them.
Oh, but do they ship it or do they... I thought they had a contract with the...
No, they have, along with the logging company, they have their own sailors and boats so that they can export their own goods and not have to have a middleman.
Oh, we already know
We just go and be like, hey,
them. We've worked with them
Can we
before. They
get your
wouldn't
ride?
hesitate to hire us again, I imagine.
Hey, friendo.
Yeah.
But
So-
you.
But then also, Alois, is there anything
Just
you
turtle
had
ears.
for us in mind? Was there? Has anybody come
Easiest
by the
way to
guild
contain
asking for us or
those
anything?
whole head just
I know we
touching us
handle
always.
sort of the odd job, but word gets around.
at the moment, we haven't had anything come in for anybody specifically, and she points to the board off to the side. We're kind of low on missions, as the board is entirely empty at the moment, because the kind of jobs that we send you on, that you tend to go on, don't come around that often, and our beginning adventure jobs keep getting...
Beginning adventure, you sent us to a fire giant, ma'am.
They didn't do that. That wasn't the guild. That was the Dryads.
That's true, the Dryads hired us for that one. That's right, that's not me. That's not appropriate.
The first one they sent you on was protecting the logging company from the Dryads.
Which
We
is
talked our way out of that.
yeah, we literally I talked our way out of that.
Hey, we got them a
That was
better
a good
contract
effort.
and easier shipping, thank you.
But like
sure.
the beginning adventuring jobs would be protecting people when they're gathering things, or protecting a merchant vessel, or...
So we just keep... Okay, so we just keep picking the wrong job, apparently?
Well, it's just that
We ran into a... What level necromancer again?
A lich.
A lich?
Lich.
Oh yeah, full-on
Lich.
lich.
Yeah, because
Demi-lich?
well, they didn't know he was there. They only had information about somebody was missing.
Just happened to send us on the intense adventures.
I don't know if we're insanely unlucky or sanely lucky.
It's also that
Probable.
I wouldn't be mentioning the low-level job because I don't think you guys would like to clear out a mine of kobolds or drive off some goblins from a local village.
Oh, that sounds so easy. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh, just hit shit?
Well, that was out of character because
Yeah,
Alois wouldn't be saying that. No, I'm not telling you about jobs.
fine. Alright.
Okay, well, nothing's blowing up. Should we go to the logging
Well-
company? Let's do it.
Alright then. Well, thank you, Aloisa. We're going to go off to the logging company. If there's any need for us, we should be out of town in probably, 3-4 weeks at max?
Okay,
At
how
most.
long it takes.
But that should finish the paperwork by then,
Aye.
Alright. Right?
Right.
I.
Hi.
I
Like,
thought you
alright.
just said I instead of I.
No, I tried to say I and it
Like-
just didn't come out.
Like I. Captain.
Nope, just tried to say alright, or like I.
We're just getting lazy at this point.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright.
Cool, so let's go over to the logging company.
I'm guessing we're already packed, technically, so.
We wouldn't have come to town without packing
Yeah.
to leave yet.
Alright,
So-
walk to the logging company.
So
Is I have this written down. I think I left my notes at home.
I have some notes in my.
I was trying to remember the
Logging
owner of the logging company's name.
I might
Justin.
remember.
Well, Justin was the foreman on the...
Justin was the foreman, but we made the contract with.
I don't think I ever gave you the CEO's name.
Oh, but we put him in contact with Justin where they were able to work it out for that for us.
Right.
Or something, but he wouldn't be down at the dock.
No. Justin would likely be at the main office, which is still in town.
Oh, okay, he actually would be there at this point. Rather
Possibly, depending on... Well, Justin might be out in the forest doing some logging.
than- Okay.
Somebody would be in the office at the moment, because they need to keep in contact with...
Okay. So we'll go by their office then, because I wasn't sure where they're laid out in Allstat. They're like on Main Street or just down by the docks now, because they're only shipping shit out, you know? So.
It'd be somewhere between, the front gate and the docks, because they need to work with both people. The loggers who have to go out and the sailors who need to collect the material for loading.
Okay. Okay, then should we go in there? You talked to him more last time.
Yes, technically I did. Main person there was the main person that we talked to originally was Justin. Is
Yes.
that correct?
Who might not be in at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine. But
You could probably go and just introduce yourself as the person that set up the contract for the druid with the dryads. And
Yeah,
they'll probably
we'll
go like, oh, okay.
so I walk in. Do I even recognize the person or people that are in there?
No, you don't recognize anybody who is in the reception area.
All right. Well, I'll just walk up to whoever looks like
They're in charge.
not even in charge. Who looks like they know what they're doing.
Okay, there is just a human female sitting at the main desk who you assume is the receptionist.
All right. I'll just walk up and be like, "Gosh, I have to be nice."
I know that's hard.
Is it like morning,
It's
afternoon?
Early morning. Well, not early morning,
Yeah,
but
morning-ish.
Mm.
Like, good morning. Do you happen to know where Justin is?
Justin is in his office today. I can
Oh.
send a message and see if he's available to meet with you.
Yes. So this is Ashila in the party. We are just have a few questions for him.
Okay, and how would Justin know you?
We are the ones that made it so that way the dryads were able to work with you guys and make sure that the contract was working.
All right, I'll send a message up and see if he can, when he's available. If you would like to have a seat, I'll get back to you in a moment. And you see her pull on a little, bell pull, and somebody comes out from one of the doors behind her. She writes down a quick message and hands it to them, and they run off. You wait about 10-15 minutes before somebody comes back out, and she signals over to you, Justin can see you now.
Thank you. Will you just go over there?
All of us?
And
Sure.
if you all want to go up to his office, you can. If or just Sheila could go up.
I'm going to stay in the lobby.
Okay. How
Justin
about
doesn't
just
know me.
you and I go up, Sheila and Flint. So we'll walk in. I'll open the door. Justin, good to see ya.
Good to see you, Flint.
How have you been? How's business?
Business is booming.
Great
Thanks
to hear.
to you all.
Fantastic. Dryad's still working well with you. We
Yes.
haven't heard any feedback from our end other than they've had a good time. It's worked out well. Things have rotated well. The forest has been growing good.
It hasn't been terribly long, but what we have managed to harvest is better quality than we've had in the past, and we're not really worried about. The Dryads seem to be keeping some of the. We used to have issues with sometimes wolves or other forest animals harassing the workers, but they seem to be keeping them clear.
That's incredible. I'm glad it's worked out so well for each of you. Well, I do come to you, Justin, because we are friends, and I know you ship to a number of cities, and I'm looking to get to one of them. Do you need any security hired on any of your boats soon that I could possibly ride one of them with our group and take it up to either Dragon's Gate or
Barrow's Gate.
Barrow's Gate
There's
or
Gate or Sun's End.
Sun's End? To either of those. Do you have anybody going up there soon?
We do have a boat that will be hitting both of those relatively soon, as it just travels along the coast and hits both of them. It will then continue on to one of our suppliers farther along, and unfortunately we have our own security, and so that we tend to keep things in-house to keep profits up, and in order to work better deals directly with them instead of having to go through like the Adventurers Guild.
No, of course, but that's why I come to you, is because rather than go through the guild, we can talk man to man, figure something out if you needed that. Could we possibly then just pay for passage up to one of the towns? You see, we're looking to go actually into the desert for something that we've discovered. And honestly, we just need passage to that area. I thought it'd be better to come to somebody I know, get a safe boat, not have to worry about, getting dipped in the middle of the ocean, rather than, just hire... You can't always trust everybody who you give your gold to,
I understand, and while unfortunately we don't really have the room for passengers on our ships, if nobody knows, nobody cares.
So we're gonna be legal
Stowaways?
stowaways?
I don't know anything about stowaways, and that's the way it should be.
And you also don't know where they might hide on one of your boats to, not be spotted by anybody throughout most of the voyage.
There are a lot
That's
of
right.
There are a lot of gaps in between the logs, because sometimes it's fresh cut and full-on not trees, but full-on large logs for construction. Sometimes we have smaller ones for framing.
Sometimes planks. Do you happen to know what ship might be carrying, you wouldn't know which ship would be carrying the larger logs where there might be spaces for others to, be hidden.
Most ships carry a mixture of things, and our next one that heads out is the Wicked Willow. It leaves tomorrow morning with the tide.
You're a good man, Justin.
Too
Just-
bad that we can't find passage somewhere. I guess we're just gonna have to look somewhere else.
So difficult. Thank
I
you,
know.
Justin.
Just
Have a great day.
have a great day as well, but just be careful, because stowaways are not appreciated.
Most people don't like stowaways, which is why we would never do that in the first place.
Good to hear.
Great day, Justin. We'll see you about in a month. Go down to the lobby. Not
How
say
long is
anything.
the voyage for this?
It said like a few days, right?
You're not up there, so you wouldn't know, but let's see. You would have seen the map, and you know how far boats can travel in a day. So, let's see. It would take about... about 8 days one way.
Wow.
On the boat.
Would it be better if we just
We're not hiding
rented
for 8 days.
horses?
There's no way.
Dude, who said you need to be on the boat? Did you know that water breathing has a 24-hour duration?
Water what?
Water breathing.
Yep.
So we're gonna.
Can you cast it on enough people?
10 people.
At one. That's
Yeah.
right, it's 10 at one time.
So do we want to be our own boats?
Do we want to swim for that long? I mean,
Here's
Either that
the
or
thing,
walk
though.
for
We
that
could
one.
just, like, latch onto the boat, water breathing, and just... Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Then you just have to figure out some way of,
Strength check.
well, eating.
Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
Good
figure out
berry.
how to eat.
I almost took that
Guys,
feat.
should we just rent a horse? Should we just take the horses and bring a fuck ton of water? Like,
I think that would also be reasonable.
Well,
I feel like maybe we don't necessarily have to spend 8 days on the lake as stowaways to do this.
However,
Yeah, but what
Just-
he's suggesting is we're not really stowaways. We literally have just latched onto the boat, and it's just dragging us with it.
yeah.
because, like, if you wanted to take horses, you're going to have to go this way.
Yeah, we
But
have
isn't
to go
the
around.
boat going along the coast anyway?
Right, but it's...
It's a boat.
Boats can travel all day and all night, whereas you would have to stop and rest the horses.
And
And
He's
the
gonna
water
attack
is
us.
a little bit safer than over land and under mountain.
Okay.
Can we... Here's another option. Is it technically stowaways if you ask permission to just hitch to the boat? And you're not actually on the boat. They don't need room for stowaways then.
So, okay, I'm going to say we've gone outside. Flint's explained what he was thinking was to stow away inside the ship. Flores has come back and been like, are you sure?
Guys,
8
we
days,
really
huh?
don't need to. We could just hook a boat onto the boat.
Wait, we can do that? And just, like, under the water we're fine. Like, I could take a nap for a day. We could be there.
8
Or,
days.
like, you know,
It'll
the...
be 8
like that.
days.
We have to bring.
So what if I
provisions
just
for 8
ask
days.
Justin if we can just strap onto a boat?
I mean, we would.
I'm going to go ask Justin.
It's not like he didn't notice if we hitched onto his boat, so we should probably ask permission.
And just be like, so
Well,
we
really-
figured out a way that we don't need any room on your boat.
All right, Flores, you're coming with me.
Wait, before we even do that, just out of
Hmm.
curiosity, does anyone, so, bags of holding can hold a lot of stuff. Is
But
there
not
any,
enough air.
but not enough air, but I'm wondering if there's anything similar to that, like, I don't know, a pocket dimension, or like a spell where we can,
I don't know if any of us can do that.
that's what, I
There
don't
are-
know,
Be strong
but I don't know
for
if there's
that,
like a magical item that can do, like a magical tent, or
Not
something.
that we own.
There's a spell that can be done where you create a pocket dimension that's good for 8 hours,
Hey, I
but
forget.
it's anchored in location.
Did we fix the teleporter in that one town?
No.
No.
Well,
it just doesn't work
we,
anymore, right?
we can message, they can send stuff to us and, like, get us there, but it's only to that town.
They can
like-
get us.
They don't have a ton, like, they have some in other cities, but probably not those two, because they mostly sell weapons to, like, giant warring
Capitals.
factions, yeah. And these are, like, they're bigger cities, but they are not massive.
Are they small cities?
They're relatively small. You don't know exactly how big, but you don't believe that they'd likely be any bigger than Alstead.
None of them are a capital.
No.
Essentially. So I imagine they're probably Allstead size or a little bigger. Especially if they're ordering lumber from Allstead, there's probably something we're ordering from them. As well. So just, it's more, I don't think they could teleport us there. Specifically. I mean, we could try, do we want to should we call our Jin friend? See if he can just,
That
No.
seems like a mistake.
That's
Exactly.
gonna be more.
I don't want to
Let's-
owe him.
I kind of like the boat idea, to be honest.
Oh,
or
it's
just,
not bad.
Pitching on the
because
boat,
at most, what else could we, are we going to create a ton of drag? Would it, because
That's
at
a-
most, we just grab onto the back end of the ship.
Well, the only thing I would. Is this a lake or an ocean?
This
or the
is...
ocean.
It'd be similar to the Mediterranean.
Okay. Because the only other thing is that the boat creates waves, and if we're that close to it, it might cause issues.
That's where I was wondering about drag and resistance and stuff, is if we can actually hold onto the bottom well enough. But it's also,
Or
I'm
just tie onto it.
but that's why I wanted to grab Flores and just, we can go ask,
By all means.
because Justin also could just not know about that.
I just feel like that's gonna be obvious to see. Someone's gonna look over the side and see there's a boat tied to their boat.
there's no way we're stealthing that.
Well, we're not trying to tie a boat to it. We're trying to tie ourselves to the bottom of the boat.
Yeah.
That's what I want to go ask him. Would that be okay if his staff didn't know? Or if we could just ask the boat captain, like, hey, do you mind if we just stick to the bottom of your boat? Here's Justin, he can vouch for us.
I mean, fair, but at the same time, we'll just look like mermaids.
Yeah, but I'm also trying to find the answer that doesn't end up with us dead in the middle of the ocean.
Lake.
Because,
Ocean.
Is it the ocean?
Yeah, so it's like the Mediterranean.
If you want to ask
So
this
it's my
question, by
answer.
all means. I don't want to ask this
Alright,
question.
Floris! Okay, come with me. So I'm going to go back into the front door, see the lady again. I'm so sorry I'm back. Is Justin still available by chance?
He's still in his office. I haven't seen him out, but I could send a message to see if
Could
he's
I
still
just
there.
go quick since it's just been a couple minutes? I know right where it
guess.
is. Okay. Floris, come here! I mean, we're in a small town. Like, is it...
People would know who you are, but
I can see the office. Like, it's probably like a small bank size, right?
well, it'd be
Just
like
gonna go
a
on
2-story
scene.
bank, and his office is upstairs.
It's still not a huge
Yeah, it's not a huge
But it's
area,
also,
but-
we're a small town. They know who we are.
Yeah.
So, okay, fantastic. So I'm going to go up to the door and knock again. And just knock quick. Justin, it's Flint again. I apologize for coming back so quickly. Are you available?
Yes, come on in.
Oh, fantastic. Wait.
So,
Just quick, Justin. This is Floris. Floris is a bard who's actually joined our party. And when I was mentioning to him the things that we hadn't talked about, he had mentioned an idea.
he told me you have no room on your boat for passengers, which
That.
I completely understand. I am capable. I have a couple things that I wanted to ask about. If we created our own space outside of the boat, could we be towed? Or alternatively, could I pay for our passage by speeding the boat along?
Hold on, what?
Woo!
If you
Gust cantrip,
You should have mentioned that one.
Gust isn't going to be strong enough as a cantrip to push a boat.
wind wall.
Maybe.
Windmill technically has the force because the rain. Because isn't it 20 feet?
It's 50 feet of 3d8,
Oh, it's 50? Okay. So,
as long as it's contiguous.
what spell level is it?
Third.
Do you have the energy? Well,
I
we're
can-
going
I
to
have
be doing
two
nothing
casts.
but shipping it. Yeah, we're going to be doing nothing but boating and sleeping, so.
How long does that last?
A couple minutes.
But you could probably like do it, take a rest, do it
I
again.
love how we're both super cautious and yet super uncautious at the same time.
Guns ablazing.
It's more, if you ask enough questions, you find the right answer, alright?
Hey, diplomacy got us out of several
Concentration up to a minute.
places.
Concentration. Oh, so just a minute at a time?
Yeah.
That's not a ton.
Yeah, I don't think that would really get a boat moving any quicker.
Alternatively, if you allow me to finesse tidal wave.
Sir.
No, that was a joke.
There would be a very high check on that one. To not just
That's
flip
a-
the boat.
That's a 26. Can you beat it?
Could you imagine?
26!
You somehow managed to control the tidal wave.
Okay, but only a minute. But what he was suggesting, Justin, we would never do this. But, as we, of course.
The alternative is we need not be passengers on the boat. If we can merely hang off the side, I can keep us alive and we can just trail on the water.
I can
He-
summon a
he
water
knows the
elemental,
spell.
I think.
I know this isn't going to
That
sound...
helps.
We're both land guys, so this sounds crazy to me. We can breathe water with magic. Right? It's wild. He's done it to me, though, and I've already done it. Literally, the only thing we need is enough rope to tie us to the side, or just little barrels to tie us underneath so that we're not creating too much drag and we'd be fine. And we can find barrels and stuff, so.
If you just tied yourself to it, you wouldn't cause any issues. A boat bit large enough to hold what I remember your party being
Oh, it's going to cause too much drag and
would
delay your shipments.
would delay the boat by. It would only be possibly. It would only fall behind a few hours per day, but
That's
That
enough
adds
if
up.
you get up.
that will
That'll
add
take
up
probably a
over the
full
course
day.
of our journey. So if you have something small, like if you just tied yourselves onto the anchor chain, then or
They might
In-
see us on the anchor chain. They
Well-
gotta pull it up, but
I mean, if we have your permission, it doesn't matter.
if
I know
so
I'm not
they
what,
wouldn't-
I, what I
then-
was wondering, Justin, I know you can't.
Let him speak.
Okay.
if the boat would cause too much dragging, would be noticed. If you just tie yourself onto I suggested the anchor chain, as that's one of the only things that is outside the boat that you could actually tie something onto.
There's a rudder.
Yeah, but that would mess with
I
the
would not suggest tying anything to the rudder.
No,
That-
there's a rudder shaft that leads before it. If you want to tie stuff, that's actually one of the best places on boats.
Then if it was just dragging your party along without anything attached, anything else, then it wouldn't cause any noticeable difference in the trip, and you would unlikely be noticed, and therefore, once again, nobody would care.
All right.
Okay.
The only thing I was wondering though is how do you know all your do you manage the shipyard or do you not?
I manage the logging team.
Okay. Do you know who does manage? Because if you could just introduce us or just vouch for us for whoever the captain is, or just to the shipping.
Unfortunately, I don't have any contacts on the shipping side, as that's not my purview.
Oh, gotcha. Company's a little too big.
I'm more than happy to speak to them. I'm known to be slightly persuasive.
You've met me. You like me at least.
If you want to go
He's
and
paid to do this.
if you want to go and talk to the captain of the Wicked Willow, then just don't bring me into it.
I won't.
Won't mention you once. Could we mention that we did work
I'm
with
also really good
the
at
company in the
persuading
past?
people,
So,
by the way.
because I mean, we technically did help you get set up with a new contract.
You could mention your work for the company in the past to try
not
and...
your name though. We won't.
Right,
mention
just
you
that
were
you'd
formed.
worked with the company in the past to great effect. Just no
But-
specifics.
Are the dryads mums the word outside of the office? Like, is
No,
it?
because I'm fairly certain that some
Well,
of the
I mean,
other workers
Alstead-
have...
Alstead knows, but I mean,
and
do other? Is there?
I couldn't say what sailors have told.
Got it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the dock and find the Wicked Willow.
But you've. Well, thank you so much for your hospitality, Justin. You know you're welcome to contact us anytime if you need anything.
Then if we're dragging
we love
inside the
working with
boat
you.
and I cast
We've had a
water
great
walk,
time.
It will be like water skiing.
Yes.
Very slow water skiing.
Yeah. They've
And
got
then
to
we
see
wouldn't
us
need
if
water
we need
breathing.
that. We would just need ropes too.
I mean, it only lasts an hour, but it could be fun.
Just a little
It would-
distraction.
It could be enough to give him a break between casts if he needs to rest or
That's
something.
true. Take a
But
little nap.
I mean, it's going to be it's a 24-hour cast once you cast it, right?
Mhm.
It just
Doesn't need
stays.
concentration.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
the part, because if you go unconscious to sleep for
Right.
the day...
That
That's-
was the first thing I was thinking about. But
That's
no.
actually what I was just wondering. Is like you have to be okay.
Okay, that's good.
No
So,
concentration aspect.
Cool,
It
All
says you just continue breathing as you would normally.
fantastic. Well, thanks again, Justin. Sorry for if I've delayed you through any meetings or whatnot, but you have a great day. Thank you again so much. And we'll just head out at that point. And once we get to the front desk, I apologize so much for not letting you send your message, but it's just a small office. We all know each other. I mean, I've seen you at the bar how many times, man?
Have you? Have you?
No, Flint's bullshitting. Entirely bullshitting. Just trying to make conversation be nice.
Mondays, am I right?
Yep. Entirely that kind of banter. So I'm expecting her to just, whatever, dude.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had seen my brother, but I don't spend much time in the tavern.
Well, again, have a great day. Goodbye. And I just get
And look to any of your business decisions and inspiration.
Cool.
I get them back willy-nilly. I can throw them around.
Oh gosh.
I know, but just gives a random desk person
Hot side
inspiration.
I mean, he was important to the party at some point, and he's helping us out. So,
All right.
Wait,
blessings
who?
on his work. What?
Do you mean to Justin, the
Yeah.
foreman, or... Oh, okay. Sorry, I was talking to the front desk lady, just saying goodbye. Because we already left.
No, I meant to Justin.
Thank you. Okay.
Just sending him some good vibes and inspiration.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
Hold up, yours actually do something, okay?
All right. So
In this universe, prayers actually might do something.
Prayer's got you the
Considering one of
expanded.
my spells is prayer of healing, yes.
Prayer's got you the expanded map view from divine intervention, but
Okay, so I'm going down to the docks, and I'm going to find the Wicked Willow.
So, just making sure, we are basically for 8 days, 8 days
Gonna go water skiing and
water
swimming.
skiing and being dragged behind a boat for 8 days.
Hey, if we bring a net, we can catch fish and maybe just like...
Yeah. I mean, if
I
you guys
assume
want to
Bob
do
would
that,
have
great. I'm a little tempted just
A
to
net?
stow away.
Or you
Fish.
could make one.
Another
Yeah.
thing,
I do
it's,
have good stealth. I could stow away
it would be
and
8
steal
days
from
of
the forest.
continuous travel, assuming, depending on how, and then extra for staying in port and loading and unloading. Because they do have to make drop-offs.
It's more. I think it's still going to be faster.
I know
to-
enough stories. I can keep you entertained.
It's more.
Or at
I,
least-
I still think, Sheila, it's going to be our fastest option.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm just saying we're going to be doing this for 8 days.
We've traveled longer.
Our fingers are gonna be
Are-
so pruny.
Okay, so here's the alternative. How much would it cost to just buy passage on a boat to one of those cities?
If you want to go and look at...
Well, that I wanted to go to the dock with you because I was actually going to look for a porter, see if there is one.
Okay, let's check that first.
I'll just meander next to them in case I need to do some random persuading.
Okay.
I should also check
Or
passage
random
at any stop
deceiving.
on the way too.
I'm really good at
Yeah.
deceiving.
I'm assuming that Flint knows nobody on the docks.
Probably not.
Because,
You would have no reason to come down.
yeah, exactly. There's no reason he's ever even been there. Like
You don't
plus,
even fish.
Everybody in town knows who the fuck he is because he's loud. Nobody on the dock knows who Flint is. So he just comes down, just looking around.
Would I
What
know
does a
anyone at the
porter-
docks?
Yeah, didn't the note say something about meeting
What is a
them on
porter
the dock?
ship?
Well, the note said that the liaison for the person who wants to do work with you is waiting on the docks.
Mm.
You'd probably have been down to the docks because there are taverns on the docks and it's a
Yeah.
great place to play and make money.
Yeah, pretty much. So I kind of know people.
Because drunken sailors give good tips.
Yes, they do.
Um,
Lonely sailors also give really
Okay,
good tips.
so then he's probably been down there like once, but then just hated fighting sailors because they're all assholes. Most of them just get a little too drunk as soon as they hit port.
Anyways,
All right, what does a porter ship look like?
just
I don't know what a
like-
ship looks like, to be totally honest.
I mean, usually
I don't know what. I just figured out how to swim this month. All right, give me a break. I'm 150. 100. I'm 200.
It does vary from ship to ship. I don't know if I would necessarily know specifically what ships are for portering.
So there's no
Right.
way to look at a ship and just know that one can get me across. So you just got to talk to everybody.
Yeah, you just
out
gotta
here.
basically talk to people and
That's
see, because
like-
different
I'm
ships
sorry.
will do
Something
different
was
things.
very,
Sometimes they'll be
tickling my
passenger
idea, like,
ships, sometimes they'll be shipping
like
ships, sometimes
catching
they'll be
something. Like it's
boats,
down.
sometimes
What is
they're
that?
warships, sometimes they're
Instead
merchant
of
ships.
just asking around, go talk to the harbor master. He knows what does what.
Yeah.
Ah! See, she speaks full.
Smarty.
Yeah.
How do you think I got here?
I didn't know.
Maximum ages are a little different than what the player's handbook says. If you were 250, you'd be basically dead.
For a dwarf?
Yes.
I mean, older age, but
Yes.
not dead yet.
But
240.
250 is the...
He
would
is
be
older.
right, but on average, dwarves live about 200.
In D&D?
No, in my world, which is
Oh,
slightly
your
different
world.
than the
Okay.
player's handbook.
So you're
Then
more
I will
like
say-
maybe like
You should adjust
100.
your age, perhaps.
I
So
should
you're
be-
probably around 120 if you're,
Okay.
well,
yeah.
120
I
to
wanted to just
150.
be like, just past his prime, like still.
Just
Like-
barely hitting the down.
Because, like,
Middle age.
having a race that lives 1,000 years
The
or
equivalent to
anything
human
close to that
50s.
is...
Really silly.
yeah.
Okay.
And would be incredibly difficult to have any, like, old and forgotten lore when, oh, Grandpa may have told Dad a story about that.
Mhm.
This is old and forgotten lore. I was there, you little shit.
I was there when it was written.
Especially if you tack on the fact that druids age... Well, they'd have to get quite a ways...
After a certain point, they don't.
Well,
Yep.
druids age 1 year for every 10 when they get up to capstone, whereas it's Oath of Ancients paladins who just stop aging.
Yep.
I think monks stop aging at some point.
Well, monks
Okay.
don't suffer the effects of old age.
Oh,
They
okay.
still die at their usual time.
Yeah.
So they still look like they're 30 and then just keel over and die someday.
That's not a terrible deal.
I mean, that's honest. I kind of wish that would happen to me. Alright, anyway, so yeah, let's go to the harbor master. They'll be able to let us know if there's someone trying to do something.
Okay. You stroll on into the Harbor Master, which is the largest building on the entire dock. It's about a 3-story building with...
By the way, because I don't want to have so-and-so see me, I actually have my hood up.
Okay.
I don't want to be like, oh, hey! Oh, hey!
Oh, hey.
I know you have a thing for us. We're in the middle of something. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, I was surprised you came with us, but...
Nah, I have... If you guys leave, how am I going to know?
We come get you.
Are we all there then?
Anyway,
Yes.
so...
Did you all want to come?
Do you want to roll stealth to see how... Because you're trying to hide from another thief who...
Yeah, I know.
So just probably isn't going to work.
No,
It's like
it's
some
better
sort
than
of
just...
stuff, right?
Because I'm really obnoxious. I have blonde hair and dark skin and gold freckles. Like, that's like, oh, hey!
Yup.
So if I have a hood up, at least it's like a little
Can't
bit.
see the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Could probably still see.
Yeah, I can stealth. It's not bad. It's 15?
Okay.
Or is that 13? No, it's 15. That's 15.
So you managed to find the harbor master's office fairly easily because you remember passing through there and having to do customs on your way in. And the receptionist is just an older gentleman who looks like he spent quite a bit of time as a sailor. He is hard and grizzled
Cool.
and tanned.
Sir,
Oh, sorry, Flores. You go ahead.
sir, we're looking to book passage on a ship headed towards... I forgot its name. Barrow...
Barrow's Gate or
And
Barrow's Gate or
Sun's-
Sun's Edge.
Sun's Edge.
Not any ships headed in that direction.
That we could purchase travel on.
Okay, well, let me check the logs.
Because he is a sailor. I'm imagining he's pretty tall, so Flynn genuinely late, just to make sure he actually sees him a little bit.
Raise your hand.
Hello,
Yeah.
here.
So he pulls out this thick book of... it's got a picture of a ship on the beginning, and he just starts leafing through it. He's like... there's no one that's heading out there at the moment. We do have a few ships in port who would be up for hire, depending on whether you're looking for a direct path across the sea, or if you'd rather take a slightly longer trip along the coast.
Probably direct.
The Wailing Wench is up for passage. It's a 4-day trip, one way. It costs 10 gold per person per day, so 40 gold per person. And if you want them to stay, it'll cost you another 40 per person, or they'll attempt to pick up some other passengers when they're in. I guess that depends on whether you're heading to. It's
Sun's
4 days
Edge
to
or-
Sun's Edge. 4 days to Sun's Edge. 2 days to Barrow's Gate.
Should we just Barrow's Gate? I
Can we
mean,
afford it?
think
I
so.
have 20 gold for
I have, like,
myself.
600 gold.
Yeah, we have like
We're
600 to 700
I was
gold
gonna say,
each.
I have about 100 right now.
Yeah, I can cover your passage.
Because I spent on some stuff.
Yeah.
Upgrading the forge.
You can just pay me back later. Buy me a nice present.
Make her a nice present.
Make me a
probably
nice
make
present.
you a nice present.
I mean, I feel like that's a lot better than
Yeah.
the other shenanigans we were thinking of.
I'm not going to another business in this town. This man is more organized than 3/4 of the businesses around here. How do you do this, sir?
Well, everyone who comes into port is required to inform us, or else they won't be getting out of port.
I love this.
Sounds
Yeah.
efficient.
It's efficient. It's brilliant. And I know we haven't met before. Hail, well met. My name's Flint. And with this passage, is the Wicked Wench, not the Wicked Wench.
Wailing
the
Wench.
Wailing Wench, that's what it was. The Wicked was
Will.
the other one.
Wicked
Yeah.
Willow.
Wicked Willow. So the Wailing Wench, do you know the captain, trustworthy, safe sort, or...
I have never met him myself. He has spent some time in port.
Oh, okay, but he's been here a couple times.
Yes.
Alright, so he's at least come back. If we ever need it. Should we go talk to the captain?
Might as well.
Could we get his name, and do you happen to know if he's on a ship, or if he's staying in any...
I could not say where he is at the moment. Generally, they at least sleep on their ships.
Then where is he docked at? Where in the port?
He is at the end of Dock 3.
Fantastic.
His
Dock
name-
3.
His name is Wesley Roberts.
What's
Oh my gosh!
Yes!
Wow.
Not the Dread Pirate Roberts. Does this sound familiar to any of us outside of, in real life?
Make a history check.
Oh boy! I just got a boost on my history checks.
I have no idea.
15.
Nice!
That's a 6 for me.
Considering she's probably the only one that sailed. I'm not even gonna roll. I know nothing about boats.
That's still a 17.
I got a 15. And you got a nat 20.
Alright, so you three would have heard the name. He was once a pirate who got captured by a member of the current guild master, actually, for your guild branch, and was forced... He spent some time in jail due to his piracy being a crime, and when he was eventually let out, he decided to go straight as it wasn't worth it.
Are we
So
going
fair.
into Princess Bride now? Is that what we're doing? Is
I
this
am
something-
100% on board with this.
Yeah. We might
Maybe
as well
don't drink anything he gives you,
I'm
but
just gonna run to the restroom.
Okay, but in all seriousness, my uncle's last name is Roberts. And he was a captain in the army.
Did you guys
Oh,
call him the
heck
Dread
yeah.
Pirate Roberts?
Oh, he calls himself that all the time.
Yes.
Like, full outfit, rapier, and everything.
Well, honestly, I don't really care. We're only going to be traveling for 2 days if we do the short route. I'm pretty sure we can beat up literally everyone on that boat if we really have to. And
Potentially, yeah.
probably beat up almost anything that's in the ocean by that point. We just need to freaking get there. And 20 gold sounds great. We can let them leave afterwards and figure it out later. Because it's not like that place is not going to have boats come back. I don't want to pay if we're going to be out for 2 weeks having them stay there.
Don't want to have to pay for them to sit in port for
I don't
who
wanna,
knows how long while you...
I don't want a 20 gold adventure to turn into a 1,000 gold per person adventure.
Agreed.
I worked hard for my money. I am not going to spend it willy-nilly like that.
I spend my money willy-nilly.
Oh, other thing for downtime that likely won't have any effect on what we're doing, but just because it's something that Loris would do, visit local farms and long cast plant growth just to help enrich fields.
Oh, that's sweet.
Flores, thanks. Oh, well, I say
Loris
Flores,
is
but
making food connections.
I say Flores is just like, I have the power, so I have to use it to help people.
Our self-cleaning kitchen's gonna be so well stocked.
Flores is a socialist, that's not hearing.
Yes, very much so.
I'm for it.
Flores is a socialist that wants to help people feel better about the world, so he goes around telling stories and making life better how we can.
So you head down the dock, and you find the Wailing Wench, which has a... not the flag, but there's a painting on the sail of a young woman sitting on, just a stool crying, and you find the captain is on the boat at the moment. So, one of the people working on the boat points out the captain to you, and he does happen to be there.
Is he really hot?
Well, he is probably very warm at the moment because he is wearing all black.
Is he wearing a mask?
No.
We're not
I'm
hiding
sure
it.
everyone will. They're very comfortable.
Alright, well, do you want to keep doing this, Flint, or do you want one of us to want to talk to him?
I don't know boats.
Yeah, one of you guys.
What am I supposed to say? I want to sit on boat for a couple days?
Pretty much, actually.
Yeah.
Sir,
that's-
we'd like to hire you for passage to,
Either Sun's Edge or...
Why is that not-
Don't you literally get paid to talk all day?
Flores
Not
does,
memorized.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Have
I
it
get
in
paid
the
to
vans.
tech support.
Mhm.
I thought Flores was talking, since we're having a conversation.
I'm going to
again
write
here.
this down because I keep forgetting that name, and I have no reason to.
Something gate.
I believe it was
Barrow's
Barrow's
Gate.
Gate, and I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Barrow's gonna probably be faster, so as far as once we get there, then we can get to the thing. rather than going to Sun's Edge, because Sun's Edge is over on this side of the lake, and I think it's going to take more time to travel into the desert from there.
You don't know exactly where in the desert the thing is, but
Yeah, but based
Yeah,
on the
somewhere over here.
map, I think
So
it would be
Relatively
Equidistant.
close.
okay. But which one do you think would have each one, since they're right next to the desert? There's got to be somebody who's willing to sell like desert supplies if we need them. So I'm assuming we can't really like a lizard can walk in the desert forever, but I don't know if we can. Need water and stuff. And do you guys have ways to summon water
Yes.
I didn't take any water.
or like create water or something?
I have an
Create or
elemental
destroy
deck,
water.
but don't
I was
know
going to say,
what
I believe
that's.
Create or Destroy Water is on both the Druid and Cleric spell list.
Yeah.
10 gallon first level spell.
That's neat.
So yeah, diplomatically say we'd like to book passage to Barrow's Gate.
Alright, is it going to be just the 5 of you, or do you have others who will be joining us?
It's just the 5.
Okay. To Barrow's Gate, it's a 2-day trip. If you just want a... What?
Oh, just 2 days seems fast. That's all.
Well,
Oh, they're just taking us straight there. They're not stopping.
You're not making stuff.
Hi, but we talked to the. Never mind.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Different type of ship.
Boats and stuff.
yeah, belts and stuff. Sorry, first time on a boat. Hello, I'm Flint. Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. I'm Captain Wesley.
Nice to meet you, Captain Wesley. I'll be my
It's just like
attire.
a running gag.
Anyway.
Yes, it's Flint. He introduces himself to everybody. The
But-
whole town knows him for a
Phelan will
reason.
bet.
Anyways.
So it's 10 gold per person per day, so it'll be 100 gold for your party. If you wish for us to wait at Barrow's Gate for you, then you'll have to give us a rough amount of time how long you think you'll be in port or wherever. Pay up that in advance. And if you run out of time, we leave you.
That's
Okay.
valid.
Of course.
Personally-
One way, I believe. I don't think we
One
have
way.
an estimate on how long we'll be there. So
Alright.
Nah.
So we can leave tomorrow morning as long as we get our pay before then.
Alright,
Of
well.
course. Any supplies that you would recommend we bring? Do you have food tack for us?
We have food and water if you want something a little more filling or
Nice, sir.
that tastes better than just hardtack and water, then you'll have to bring that yourself. If anything happens along the trip, as in, because the seas are full of pirates and monsters, you will be expected to join in.
Oh,
Okay.
of course.
we can do that.
That seems reasonable.
I was literally just saying that a second ago, anyways.
Ah, yeah, of course. It's a reasonable expectation. Alright then, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What time? 6, 7 a.m., 10 a.m.,
Dawn.
We'll be leaving around 7,
around 7, right? Alright,
shortly after dawn. So we'll see you all then.
great. Then I recommend we go back to the manor, and so once we get off I do want to walk off the ship first, because I don't want everybody to know we have like an auto kitchen. But once we get off and like we're kind of proud of it, like, alright, so I think I'm just going to run home, and I'm going to start having the kitchen work on meals for us, so that we can
We just need
have enough to pack.
a couple. I might be able to go to the Dryads and
Some
see if they
little
can make
snackies.
us some good berries.
Well, I think we
I
can at
bet
least make...
that Flores has
Oh.
a good number of farm connections here.
But additionally, we could probably make at least, 2 weeks worth of food tonight in the
And just
kitchen.
bring it with us.
Yeah, because it can make preserve. It makes whatever kind of food we want. We can have really nutrient dense, better than hardtack tasting stuff
Yeah.
out of there.
Might as well.
I don't know everything it can make yet. I still haven't finished everything yet. I keep telling it something new, and it still surprises me.
That's definitely the best thing we've ever done.
You know what a burrito is?
Does it work like that?
No, the version you guys got, because you just used your commission on it
I
and
thought it was
didn't
just self-cleaning, right?
It's self-cleaning and self-cooking, but it needs directions. If you had
Oh, then I'm
supplied,
definitely going back.
if you had supplied like the high-quality materials, it would have been heavily enchanted and been able to like have its own cookbook that it just works from.
I think we were gonna upgrade it to that eventually or something. I
Well-
think that was later, but okay. But anyways, I'm gonna get started on cooking.
Let's start working on, I don't know, beef jerky, fruit,
Yeah.
strips, I don't know, whatever people made that was good for travel.
Yeah.
Salted fish.
Salted fish.
Salted fish.
Right.
There's a lot we could do.
Granted, in the 2 weeks, we probably were casually making those anyways because we travel a lot.
Yeah, that's where I'm just gonna have it make an extra 2 weeks of this, or I'm gonna try and make an extra 2 weeks so we have about a 3 to 4 week supply we can take with us, because we have no idea what's gonna be available near the desert or in the desert. So it's better to have preserved food that's gonna last us for at least that long that we could ration out if we get stuck somewhere. And with us being able to get there in 2 days,
You can just make good
is...
berries, right?
I can make good berries, I can make water, I can make full meals. I'm not telling you about that last one because I find all of the extra steps you guys are going through.
I also don't want to use you dry. You might need your own stuff.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'd
I know
rather
you
bring
wanna
our
be
own stuff and then
helpful,
use
but-
you for emergency
So-
food.
Here's the
I
thing.
like cook things,
It's,
but I'm probably not a good cook.
it is a 3rd level spell, of which I only have 2, but it's enough food for 15 people that lasts for a day.
What are you, Jesus?
Basically,
Essentially.
I am nature Jesus.
Yep.
Which spell is that?
Create food and water.
Yep.
It's not loaves and fishes.
It's
It is
It's-
bland and uninteresting, but it is nutritious.
Because for a second there I was thinking Hero's Feast, but I was like, no, that's way too many people for that.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's. Don't leave that right. Okay.
All right.
Alright, so if nobody has anything else they'd like to do in town, then the next morning you guys show up. Oh, when you get back to the manor, there is a large flat box sitting next to the door waiting for you.
Oh, my Amazon package.
What's
It's
Amazon?
more like a wooden crate, but you guys, there's a note attached to it, and it's from Aloysia. She says that this is you guys' board mirror, so basically this will reflect anything that is on the job board in the guild itself, so you don't have to traipse in if you want to get to it.
Aloysia's the best, so I'm gonna write her name down.
I already have her down.
I just didn't.
And you guys can set that up wherever you want in the
Oh,
manor.
you don't have a pencil?
Nice.
No, I forgot.
I will not write her name down.
That's fine.
But after that, you guys all wake up early so you can head into town and are at the boat as it's prepping to leave.
Okay. I'm gonna hand him the hundo gold.
See, normally, 3 months ago, I'd be like, why in the world are we going on a boat with an ex-pirate? But I've had worse.
I mean, it's not a djinn.
It's not a djinn.
It's
It's
not
not
a
a fire
giant.
giant that hates us.
It's
It's not a demon.
not a
We don't have to
fucking
kill puppies.
tree walker. It's relaxed.
Let's see
Until
how
we get on
relaxing-
the ocean, I'm imagining we're gonna have to
When
stab
has
something.
this ever been relaxing? Never.
Never. But we've gotten through.
Alright, so your journey commences, and
Do I need a stealth again going back to the docks to make sure no one sees me?
Yeah.
Okay. I could have just said nothing.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had to, but
and it
now
would
you
have
do.
just been off of what happened yesterday, but
Okay. That's a nat 15 anyway, so that's over 20.
okay.
Probably
yeah,
not gonna see her
that's-
today.
That's 22.
Alright, so is there anything you guys would like to do on the boat during the first day of journey?
Could I cast water walk and tie myself behind the boat?
Yes, you could do a little,
I just want to try it.
yeah, water skiing
Can
trip.
I druid craft skis?
It works for up to 10 people. Does anyone else want to try this?
Yes.
Water skis would be a bit big for Druidcraft.
Can it be little slats?
You could do tiny, you could
Like mini skis?
you could,
No, it's
if-
not full skis. You make.
I was gonna
little
say, if you
wakeboards.
have wood, you extend the wooden soles on your shoes just a little bit, so it's a little bit longer and
A
just
little sturdier.
And
So,
then
I
you
want
use
Flint
Druidcraft
to
to put them.
try, but he cannot stay on his feet. He falls over.
Just tumbling in the water.
He does have his hands still on the rope somehow,
It's
but the rest
tight.
of his body is not upright.
He's going sideways and forwards and,
and
backwards.
laughing his ass off the whole time.
And then after an hour, when it runs out, you just go. It just drags you under.
Oh, I don't know if it.
Well, in water walk, it'd be more freaking
Actually-
road rash. You just keep bouncing.
Yeah. So I think Flint at some point would be like, "When can I get back in the boat?" Oh, perfect. So I'm gonna try and get back.
Okay.
Double lifting capacity.
That's
Work.
all. I just
Work.
wanted to try it.
That's amazing.
All right.
Once I get back up. Thank you. Also, how strong are you? Because you know what I weigh, right?
Well, it depends on if you're going
strong.
water skiing in full armor.
Oh, probably not, but I'm a dwarf. I'm still naturally like 200, 300 pounds.
But you're also short.
not strong by the standards of my people, but my people are pretty good at carrying things.
I was going to say, I think you'd be more like 150 to 200, not 2 to 3.
Okay, and for your universe. Oh, I think I did 175 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That's about half of what I can do.
Because I'm tall.
Yeah.
And
Plus you're short
Still,
anyway,
still
aren't you?
surprising for a bard.
Is it the
though.
orange flavor or the toffee flavor?
True, but you have to remember,
No,
this
I'm
guy
sorry.
is essentially the nice version of a hill giant. Like, Furbolg's literally...
Our giant kitten.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right, I
giant
forgot.
kids. So they're like 9 feet tall, and he's just like,
Okay, so I'm just always at your kneecaps.
I don't think you're that short.
But like at your thigh.
Yeah.
Like I haven't ever spoken eye to eye with you.
Like, you
been like
could
night
use me
and
for
day,
cover,
but-
technically.
Yeah.
You climb on his shoulder.
I don't know if I want to do that. Like I'm a bit tankier.
The Dread Pirate Robert's antithetic? It's not bad.
That's amazing.
You have a rapier, right?
I think I do. Hold up.
It makes you and Eagle one twin.
I don't think he used a bow, but...
I do have a rapier.
And then the little talker.
Counts.
Immediately I was like,
Are you
oh
using
yeah,
any?
of course I am.
Alright, I am going to clear it with Dread Pirate Roberts first, but I will provide entertainment for the sailors, because I'm assuming that's something they don't get.
I can
often.
I can join you with that as
Yeah.
well.
I'm gonna sleep.
Because if you
That
play
was a lot.
something, I can sing and
It was
play
fun,
something
but a lot.
and dance.
Because also, I'm just gonna say they can get us in
I'm
2
basically
days. This thing
Lindsay
is
Sterling.
hauling
this
ass. Like we're doing like 30, 40 knot, no problem. Oof. Awesome.
Alright. So, you guys sing and play throughout the evening. The sailors in appreciation share some of the better food and, like, stronger drink that they brought aboard. And the night passes peacefully. Early in the morning, however,
There it is.
Sahagin attacked the boat, but seeing as that's nothing for you guys, you would absolutely annihilate them.
Cool.
Just wreck 'em.
Oh, okay. I do want to use my spear for this though, because I haven't used it yet. So I gotta I just stand near the edge of the boat, just poking him. Just I needed a longer stick long ago.
You're basically playing whack-a-mole.
I.
None of us help you. You're doing this all by yourself.
Yeah, I took a nap in the afternoon. I'm fine to take a night shift, just stabbing these things.
Go take care of the riffraff.
Yeah.
But unless there's something you guys would like to do on the second day, you make it to port just fine.
Okay.
Wow. Impressive.
No.
No.
Do you want to see if there's any improvements I can make on the boat as far as if there's little patchwork that can be done? I want to offer to Robert's. I'm just handy. Is there any small work that needs to be, any small repairs that need to be done?
Not at the moment. Unless we get in a big fight, our ship's carpenter manages to keep things together.
All right, of course. Just thought I'd offer. Lots of ocean, not much else.
Well,
How do you do this? It's all flat. I can't see anything. All I see is water. How do you do this?
Stars. Well, when it's at night, we use the stars to navigate.
Oh! No,
During the
okay.
day, we use the sun to keep us in the right direction.
Well, of course, it goes same. Yeah.
Are we just watching this?
Flint's losing it. He's never been on the ocean before.
Normally people are like, "Whoa, this is so cool! Look what all the things are!"
Yeah, why do
as
you
a
think he was
ranger,
skiing
would I
yesterday?
already know, astrological navigation,
Probably.
Well, potentially, it's always been said that you're not that kind of ranger
That's true.
You're not that ranger.
because you've said that you're more of a bounty hunter type person and then the wilds and
Sure.
animals, so
Yeah.
potentially, maybe not, depends on how much you've spent tracking bandits.
okay.
But
That's hilarious.
I feel like if I didn't know that, I would want to learn maybe right now a little bit.
Hey yo, you got some time?
A couple days probably isn't enough time to learn that, but now that you know it's a thing, you could probably
Look into it.
You could look. The Dryads would likely know that as well, so you could spend some time with them between next sessions.
Protein bars are not the most tasty.
All right. So Barrows Gate is a large-ish city at the base of a mountain. The road that runs there, when you get into like the main street of the town, one runs into a tunnel into the mountain, and the other heads off towards the desert. But it ends fairly quickly, not going very far.
Do I recognize the tunnel work? Like, is it clean like dwarves would?
Well, dwarves were probably involved in the construction. You're not sure if... Well, you've seen some dwarves around town, but you couldn't say if they were the ones who specifically built it.
But, like, it's... I know it's dwarf work by looking at, like, oh...
It's a nice straight cut.
Like, okay, they definitely contracted dwarves. There's a town in that hole.
Yes.
Okay.
So we get off.
Alright.
Thank
So,
Captain Roberts
hi,
for
Captain
an
Roberts.
oddly safe trip.
We may be back... to be completely honest, what we're looking to do could take us anywhere from a couple days to a month. Just because we're looking for a location that's kind of hidden. Do you know if you're going to be back in town throughout that time, or do you just primarily stay in Allstead?
We don't really have a home port. We just take people from location to location, and we end up where we wind up.
Oh, okay. So we just might luck run into it. But if we ever see you in Allstead again, we'd love to have you by the manor, have you for dinner. You've been a hospitable host to us.
I'll look you up if I'm ever back in town.
Of course, but thank you for safe passage. Now, the rest of you, I'd like to introduce you to my kin. Now,
You
let's
just
start
went
meeting
from
at-
your literal opposite to your you, basically.
Oh, of course. I'm back on ground. There's something firm underneath me. I feel better.
We're going into a literal mountain now.
I know.
Look at you.
I'm so excited.
I can tell.
Mountains.
I haven't
You're
been in a
just
whole...
so mean, because we gotta go that way.
Yeah, I thought it was deserts that we're going through.
Well, I would like to get
I'd like
some
to-
potential supplies.
Yeah,
I
just
like
for
some-
visitsies.
I mean, I know you can walk Thava, but I don't preferably want to walk in sand that could be taller than me for, you know...
I would rather also get some type of mode of transportation, whether that be an animal or whatever they suggest.
That's where...
Finding something big enough for our tall bud.
Why do you think I'm going to the dwarfs? We can make anything.
Well, either that or maybe, I don't know, maybe you're fine with just walking.
I am a
Your
druid.
stride is a lot longer than ours, first off, and you're
Right.
also a druid, so...
And I could give myself long strider.
Yep.
So even if I have horses, I could probably
You know,
keep
I
up.
just realized I could make you jump 3 times.
Well, the thing is, we don't want horses. We're going into a desert.
Right.
I know
Would
we
it
can
be more
make
like
water.
camels?
That's where, to be completely honest, I
Or
just
D&D
don't see...
creatures that are for
Yeah, that's
deserts.
true.
So,
Transport dragons.
Barrows Gate, I'm assuming the port that we come out to, there's a little bit of... Like, there's some more businesses outside, but then it kind of goes right up to the mountain, then there's nothing, and then there's the hole. That's probably where the main town is.
You go over there,
in the
and
main town.
this is the main town. You just see a tunnel stretching off into as far as you can see.
Oh, it's just dark inside of it?
Right. Well, there are torches all you can see along the way, but it's just a tunnel. This is leading to another town.
Oh, okay, so there's just another town through. Okay, so I just misunderstood. Then we need to find anybody who carry...
We need to start talking to people.
Well, can we look around town and see... Have we gotten there in the morning or at night? What
It
time
would
did we get
be
in?
somewhere around noon, probably.
Somewhere around noon, so we probably can't step off tonight, or we want to leave at night so that it's cool during the nighttime in the desert.
I would still want to talk to people because,
Yeah.
yes, it would be more comfortable at night, weather-wise, but
It's more, we have time today that we can go find...
yeah.
I think there's a creature called Flint's literally never heard of camels. Like, I just genuinely, Flint has not heard of camels.
That's, I mean,
So he's like,
technically-
I know it's like a horse, but it's meant for sand.
Yeah, they're
It's,
called camels.
What?
A camel.
Camel.
Yes.
They look
I
like
don't even-
horses?
They're weird looking, but yeah, basically.
Literally only read about them. Or read about
I mean, I've only heard about them, but and I bet there's other creatures that also work well for sand. They might even be faster than those, so
Probably.
we'll have to look around. I also would love to know more about is it like the forest? Is there scary things that'll come and eat you or whatever? Or is
I just assumed so.
But like how bad? Like, are we talking like, oh, there's a wolf, or like, oh, look, there's a fire giant? Like, I want to know what the difference is, because with our luck, we're gonna run into something. We'll run into like a freaking genie or something.
Right.
So
I don't know, this kind of seems like a side quest. I'm not so sure.
I hope so too, but so did like a lot of other things that we did. We thought we were just going to like find children at one point, and it turned into like nightmare fuel. So I do not trust things anymore.
So, from where we're at in Barrows Gate, can we see the desert like off in the distance at
Yes.
all? Okay, so it is like actually, it's kind of near the border between where the desert happens, where the mountains and forests were.
You figure it'd be probably a few hours walk to the desert, but you can see like the sands and the heat waves and
Okay, but you can see like the sand dunes starting and everything. So there's got to be somebody in town that actually sells like animals for that, or like
potentially.
yeah,
It's
potentially.
an old bird.
I broke my finger bad once. I'm surprised I don't have a wound.
Can I see where the dockmaster's house is, or where the dockmaster's building is for the docks?
It's a small dock in Barrows Gate, so there's no dock masters, but at least not one as big. There's just a little shack.
Okay,
but
it has a similar symbol.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do want to go into there. Go up to the front desk. Hello, old man. My name is Flint. I'm from Ulstead. We just got into town, and I apologize for this, but I don't know where to go to possibly prep to travel into the desert. Any way that you could point me with that?
Well, for the people who are crazy enough to go out into the desert, there's a tailor's who sells light cloth and things to keep the sun off you, and that's about it.
Nobody goes in, and is there a reason why?
Again,
from Ulstead, the most I've seen is trees, and as you can tell, I'm a bit of a dwarf. I'm usually not outside of that hole on the other side of town there.
The desert is an angry shithole. It is full of just...
Hates you and everything about you.
It is a lot hotter than it should be for this area. It is... The sands seem to shift and move. It's hard to even... There are dust storms that pop up at random. People stay out of it unless they have to.
Got it. Well,
Excellent.
well, thank you at least for the note on where to at least start. I appreciate it.
I don't know if you want me to do an insight check, but is this guy like just scared and it's just like no one cares, or is it like I've personally experienced this and I just don't suggest it?
All right, roll insight.
I'm trying to remember that Sheila is very skeptical of literally everyone.
Yeah.
I got a nat 1. Wow. You are done.
You can tell he hates the place. You couldn't say why.
Okay.
Okay. Could I try and see if he's lying to me about it? If it's like to try and hide something there.
Did you also get a nat 1?
We can't learn anything from this man.
We are in a foreign world.
Yep, we have
Alright,
definitely
we'll go to
crossed
the
the ocean.
tailors and we can talk to them.
That's at least something.
Apparently this guy is really hard to read.
Or he's just super honest and you guys are looking for something that's not there.
No, that's very fair. But
That's kind of what I think it is more, is we're both just like, and he's just like, you guys are just fucking idiots.
We're aware.
What are you hiding? Nothing.
Sir, I just work here.
Exactly. That's the energy that we've just both discovered. We were the Karens.
No, not that bad. We weren't demanding a
That's
refund.
Alright, so heading
Sir,
out.
this is a Wendy's.
Just before I leave you, sir, which way to the tailor's? Or where is he about in town?
Head towards Main Street, then head out towards the desert. It's the last shop before the town ends.
Awesome. And then copper's the lowest money
Yeah.
value. Silver's the next up. Giving somebody a silver piece would that be insane? Here to give him a silver piece is like a thank you for the information.
No.
Okay. Like it's not like a crazy bribe, but it's enough that it's like, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just gave him a $5 tip.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not trying to have it be enough money where I'm like paying him off for the information, but just thank you for
Yeah, it's not a
helping
cent.
along.
It's
Exactly.
a couple bucks.
So just And just thank you again so much for the information. Keep it. Have a great night, and have a great day. And just head out immediately.
Wow.
Matt, remind me, is it 100 copper to a silver, or is it 10 to eat?
10 to 10.
I thought it was
Okay, I couldn't remember because
I was gonna say it's 10 to 10 to 10.
yeah, things
This
use
isn't
different
Harry
amounts.
Potter where it's random numbers.
Oh.
Dumbest thing you could
Okay.
There's a lot of
Next
Okay,
to
I
silver.
will give Harry Potter shit, but it's more because it's dumb, random numbers.
Yes.
Like, our
Doesn't
measuring
make sense.
system does have dumb numbers, but they're dumb numbers with a purpose because it's 12. You could easily divide and multiply that with anything.
Until you
Sure,
hit
numbers.
miles.
And then
Yep.
And then miles are just dumb.
Like 25 cents for a quarter doesn't seem
awful.
bad. It doesn't seem normal until you realize that.
Oh, it's a quarter of a dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Or like,
Dividing stuff by even numbers or fives is pretty easy.
yeah,
Once you know how it works. Although
Right.
tens would be the best. That's
doubling a
the easiest.
recipe that calls for 165 grams of flour, not as easy as one that says, hey, so this is a tablespoon. 2 of them.
But regardless, while we're walking and going to the tailor's, I actually want to look around for a tavern because I actually think people would have more information at a tavern or something similar than a dockmaster.
Oh,
Or
I agree.
something
I just
similar.
wanted
are
to
we going
direct,
to a tailor?
like a business.
We're going there mostly because they can
Desert
give us
clothes.
Desert
clothes and they might have also more information.
Sweet.
Because someone telling me it sucks doesn't say anything.
So, other question, since this is a desert and Dune came out recently, are we getting still suits?
No.
No, this is like Arabian, like, black, like,
It's-
flowy clothing. Like,
Yeah,
think
he
the
just
mummy.
Probably.
He just told
Yeah.
us it's a hellscape. That nobody even goes it. You're
Right,
insane
dude.
to even ask.
Like,
the fuck
what
is wrong
kind
with
of
you?
hellscape are you talking about?
Are
We've
we
been to
talking-
many.
Are we talking Alibaba and the 40 Thieves hellscape? Are we talking Dune? Are we talking...
Well, that's where I just left it at, oh, it's a hellscape. Oh, okay, so it's something that we've dealt with before. Fine.
Cool.
Like,
Anyway.
we literally went to a plane of existence where everything was just air.
Yeah,
Like,
that was its own level of hell.
yeah, exactly. That was, like, any second we could have been just vaporized by anything there. It was-
We had a puzzle hell.
If you're just heading straight to the tailor's, you don't encounter a tavern, but if you wanted to, like, explore the town a bit,
Well,
should I go to the tailor? I can get clothes for everyone. If we...
Well, I'm sure we all have
You
to
don't
be
have
there
money.
to be fitted for it. And you don't have money. Let's all just
I've
go
got
to the
money.
tailor
I've
at
got
the same
100
time.
gold. You pay
There's
for
some-
our trip, right?
Yeah.
well,
kept some
I
in my
paid for.
pocket.
I thought I paid for. I just sent you money
Oh,
of
okay.
my part.
Just then
I just paid.
Yeah.
No, I live. No, we did this old fashioned. I physically gave you gold. I gave you cash.
I'm now imagining a Venmo bag of holding. A bag of Venmo, if you will.
you can like mentally transmit.
Right?
or it's like you have a bag and it links to somebody else's bag, and then
Yeah.
you drop it
You
in,
just,
and
like-
then it links to somebody else's bag.
Dude,
to send.
banks would have such a fun time with that in this world.
New idea for guild purchase: a bag of holding for all of our money that we just keep at the at
Okay,
the
but like
house.
think of this investment. If we were a bank and anyone that has an account with us
Oh, we're
has
gonna
a little
start-
bag of holding
Well, the
that we
first
just
thing-
transfer money to them.
First thing we're going to build is just, the initial that we're all putting our pot of money into to start the investment fund. Then
That'll be
There
like
is
a
an
practice run,
an
and then we
infusion
can do
for
this worldwide.
anyways.
My point is, unless Flint has all of our measurements, I think we all have to go to the tailor.
Yeah.
Not that bad with numbers. I can write them down.
Do you have a tape measure?
Do you have your measurements?
Well,
No, I don't. I'm a druid.
In fact,
Fine, then let's go.
Well, technically, yeah. This is not form-fitting stuff, but yeah, let's go.
Hmm.
You don't want it form-fitting, from what I understand.
No.
Oh.
Too damn hot. Alright.
but I'm small. I don't want to be tripping on it either.
That's true, unless you're on an animal.
Okay, so...
We'll go to the tailor's for now, and just...
So...
So you find the tailors at the edge of town, and they do have like what you would expect for normal working clothes. And on off to one side, they do just have like dress forms with the desert clothes, which are just basically big, billowy burlap sacks, just about with arms and
Very
Interesting.
basic.
a hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, it's burlap. Burlap's kind of thick and heavy.
Well,
It's not made.
it's
of
not burlap, but it
that
looks
general
similar.
idea.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
a sandy.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's very simple.
okay,
Essentially.
that's fine. I was over here like burlap is heavy and itchy.
It's an engineer who made this, not a designer.
Or it's more some dude who knows people keep asking for these clothes, but he really doesn't want to make these clothes, so he uses whatever cheap fabric he's got to make it billowy and says sure.
Mhm.
Something like that.
Nice hair flip.
Is the master tailor in?
I'm the only one who works here, so yes.
Oh, so of course, Master Taylor. Hell, well met. My name is Flint. I'm from Allstead, as is the rest of us.
Never heard of it, but okay.
It's across the ocean. Don't worry about it. We hadn't heard of you until about a week ago. But as we came across, we're going to sound crazy. Remember, across the ocean, we didn't know until we got here. We are looking to go into the desert. And unfortunately, from what we've been able to hear, you're really the only person who sells anything for it. Is that true?
Yes, because I'm the only one who is willing to deal with crazy people who want to go out there. Everyone else just wants to stay as far away from it as possible.
I mean, we are crazy enough, so...
Well, obviously, we have a very, very good reason to going into there. And actually, I was curious, if you don't mind, not only do we want to look into clothes, but is there any other supplies, like animals or anything that is used to go through the desert?
No, because nobody goes through the desert.
All right, fair enough. Do you know any creatures that live in the desert that would potentially be dominated enough to be used to cross the desert?
No, the only...
Are you
I've
hoping
never-
to find a rabbit or something to ride?
Information's key.
True.
all the stories I've heard, nothing that even reflects an animal, just horrible monsters and abominations.
Okay.
Hmm.
I heard.
okay.
Safe.
Are these creatures on land, under land, or in the skies? Or all of them?
All three!
All three of them. Wonderful.
Well, at least they're consistent.
Within a certain sense. Okay.
Yeah, just in general.
Consistently
watch out.
everywhere and awful.
Exactly.
Consistently bad. Wonderful. So, basically...
Nothing we haven't had before.
How
True.
can we prepare and not die?
I mean, apart from just buying clothes.
He's just gonna say don't go in, right?
Yeah, don't go in. That's the best way to not die in the desert.
Of course. Well, it sounds like you're used to dealing with the crazies. Any of them ever come back? No one?
Yes, but not always in one piece.
Fair.
Enough to talk or just...
Yes, that's how I've heard stories, but I think the least damage somebody took was they were missing an arm and a leg.
That's the least?
Yes.
Oh, this sounds like normal for us.
We actually...
I know we sound insane. I apologize. Allstead's a bit different. We have met very large beings. We have a fire giant that lives near town.
You don't need to give him our resume. We
No,
just
of
need to
course.
get our stuff.
Agreed. But so have you actually? So how did you design the clothes though for this? Was it more just? Did you actually stand near the desert and try to find something that could cool you a bit, or this just what people came back and told you this would be cooler?
I once visited Sun's Edge, and they actually do spend a little bit of time in the desert's edge, and this is what they were wearing there.
So basically, we went to the wrong town. I didn't say that out
We
loud,
should've
but
gone to
basically...
As soon as he says Sun's Edge, I'm just gonna look at everybody like, well, thank you for the information, sir.
Wesley's probably still here.
Yeah,
We
we
could
could
just...
just cross to the other side.
Do we want to pay and go clear to the...
Do we want to...
Well, we can decide afterwards, but for now, how much for a full set for each person here?
1 gold.
Oh, just a single gold?
1 gold.
All right. Well, we do need to secure somewhere to stay for the night. We're hoping to get off either early in the morning or just as sun sets, as I believe it should be cooler.
Yes, it does cool off in the evening.
And so at least we could get into the desert, see what we're dealing with, make our way out if need be, so we don't just get cooked in the day, you know?
Yeah.
But I believe we should just be by a little later to purchase them from you if need be.
All right.
But thank you so much for the information. Then let's head back out of town. As soon as we get outside, you all just turn to me and like, we need to go to...
We're going.
Oh, of course. Yeah, right there with you. Why would we waste time here? Let's run.
Did we find... So, we basically accidentally spent a little bit extra money instead of just going one way. We just went up. But I'm curious, do we know how long it would potentially take to just basically cross the ocean to get over to Sun's Edge?
Well, that's why we're going to Wesley's to ask.
Yeah.
Or to Captain Roberts.
I'm just curious if we happen to just already know.
Captain Roberts.
Captain Roberts?
Didn't they say? Well,
It
I'm
was
sure
4
it's
days-
longer now. 'Cause
it
it was
was
4 days straight from Ulster.
Yeah. Though it might take, like,
It's probably
3 or 4 days
Well,
to cross.
It was 2 days.
It was 2 days to go up, but it was
Yeah,
4 days to
Dragon Cross.
cross.
No,
like,
direct
diagonal.
cross was 4 days.
Yeah, it was diagonal cross. Because Alstead was at the bottom, and
So did we take
just
4 days? 4 days to get to Dragon's Barrow?
No.
It takes 2. It was 4 days across if you wanted to go straight to Sun's Edge. It's 2 days up to for the 2 days it took you up to get to
Barrowgate.
Barrow's Gate.
I had them flipped in my head.
And
so
it'll
I
take
thought this one was Sun's Edge, not this one. That's my mistake.
We basically just went with
Yeah.
the shortest one and said they were both.
Oh, okay.
And it's
I honestly thought they were swapped. I thought we were going.
it would take you roughly 3 days from Barrow's Gate to Sun's Edge.
Basically, we'd be
We're gonna
coughing
find
up an extra 10 gold because of our mistake, which honestly I feel like is better because we'll be going to people who actually know what the frick is going on.
Yeah.
I agree. It's worth the
Okay.
gold. We're far away from home, and let's be honest, mate, we don't spend on much.
And
I'm
honestly-
remembering a Pathfinder spell.
Hmm?
I'm remembering a Pathfinder spell. It's not in 5e.
Gotcha.
Rude.
Let's go talk to Captain Roberts then.
Indoor elements would have been perfect.
So going back to the docks, do we see Captain Roberts' boat still there?
Yeah, his boat's still there.
Could you imagine he already left in like the 10 minutes we were
It
gone?
could- hey,
Welcome
genuinely,
back.
he said he just takes jobs when he gets them,
Mhm.
so it could have genuinely been that.
That would have been really funny. I would be so impressed if someone was like, I want to go here in 10 minutes, let's go.
Cool. So I'm just gonna go straight back to the boat and just hop on.
Hey, boss, us again.
We'll
The
just
other town would have been better.
Captain Roberts, are you on board?
Yes, we're still just we're still getting all tied up and such. What can I help you with?
Well, do you not want to waste the time and shove off for Sun's Edge?
We can't actually leave yet because the tide's not with us, so we'll have to wait until morning.
Oh, shoot. Well, we made it, the place that we're trying to get to, we found out a better way to get there is from Sun's Edge. So, same price, can we get it right over to Sun's Edge?
All right, it'll be
120 gold.
30 gold a person, so
Yeah, same as
150 gold.
150.
And I'll send you another 20.
Or, yeah, whatever it is.
Make
All
sure
right.
you put 40
Yeah, I
in
need
your
to be
thing.
calculating this, so let's see.
Well,
I
you
have
have like
spent...
500, right?
600.
We have
And then-
600.
I
So
have
30 per
850.
person is how much?
150.
And
150.
850.
So
Okay.
that's 250 total spent.
So
Mhm.
minus 50 for me.
So that's 600.
Yeah. I already
From
took out
mine.
20, so I'll just take out another.
I'm at 60 then.
Okay, and then you paid me back 40, right?
Well, I sent you
50.
20.
20 before, and then it's
Yeah, and now I'm getting you another 30. So it'll
So
be
just
50.
50.
Yeah. So everybody just take 50 gold out of your total.
I have 30 gold left.
Oh,
Plus
no.
50.
I mean, we can pay for you if you
Plus
need.
50.
You're part of the guild now, so I mean, our group. So
Are you paying me back immediately or later when you actually have gold?
I have gold with me,
Okay.
so I just paid you 50.
Okay, so everyone's down 50 gold.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Fantastic.
Alright,
Then
so,
we'll just.
How would you like to spend your night in town?
Before we hit
I'm-
the bar.
Do you
I think
wanna
we-
show-
Before we go into town, I'm asking Roberts, can we just sleep on the boat tonight rather than have to find an inn?
If you'd like to sleep on the deck, yeah.
I don't mind. We've been sleeping on here for 2 nights anyways, right? Because where else would we have slept on the boat? Right?
There might have been some extra hammocks down in the hold, but
Okay, but we've already slept on the boat. We can sleep on the boat again. All right.
We're basically coughing up 10 gold each because we were dumb.
Yeah.
And didn't really talk about the different cities, which I literally thought of that as we left.
Oh,
the cost of
I thought I had
stupidity.
saw
Well,
the
we
right
wouldn't
one.
have known any of difference.
Yeah,
There would have been
sailors.
sailors that would have been like, what's the difference between this place and this place?
True, but it's not that much of a penalty for where we're at.
Yeah. 10 gold's not too bad per person.
All right.
So
And
I'm
we
going-
just wasted a day.
I'm going to perform at a tavern, and I'm going to use music and minor illusion to do basically Lion King.
I'm just gonna follow to whatever tavern he goes to because I want to see what his deal
I'm
is.
gonna get a drink.
all right. Roll performance.
Not bad.
Oh, come back.
Calculator?
Yeah, skills.
23.
You earn
Jesus.
20 silver.
Plus 11?
That's Well,
Bard expertise.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what?
right.
Can I do the same thing?
Sorry, how much?
You earn 20 silver.
Nice.
19.
So you earn 15 silver
Cool. I'll do it.
from everybody just throwing tips and such at you.
Where is my money? There's my money.
I'm gonna pretend that maybe we both just like did stuff at the same time. 'Cause it's more fun that way.
I know what we could.
No, you could do like.
I don't know that I want to advertise the stories for the weapons that we're holding.
No.
Like,
No.
I know what story I could. Oh no, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, don't advertise that. We don't want anybody in town to know that we hold
Look at all
weapons.
these really cool weapons, and the people who have them are right here. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Look at these cool weapons we got from a literal god.
notoriety isn't something we want to that level, I don't think.
This would be easy. That would also be stupid.
Alright, if nobody else has anything they'd like to do during the evening, then the next morning the ship takes off, and if there's anything you'd like to do on the boat during the few days, you can. Otherwise, you arrive in Sun's Edge, because, once again,
Yeah.
anything along the coast is not going to be a problem.
Yep.
Sick.
I'm gonna will a bit.
If there's a bee, I'll try and shoot it.
On the ocean?
Unfortunately, there are no bees
I
on
don't
the
know
ocean.
if you want to get rid of your arrows in the ocean. Like,
It's true.
you can't really get those ones back.
I might be able to very carefully druidcraft some arrows. Like, at least the base of it.
Yeah.
Alright, so you arrive in Sun's Edge, which is a town on the edge of the desert. They're, like, kind of adobe buildings that are very light and...
Clay base.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
This looks a little bit more of what we're looking for.
And the people you see wandering around town are wearing outfits similar to what was being sold in the store.
Sick.
But they're actually wearing them.
Yes.
That's the more important part.
That's the important part.
And
And actually,
yes.
it's probably better than what the other guy was making.
It is pretty warm in town.
Alright. This is where we needed to go.
Fantastic.
Okay. Hopefully, we're not going to come back
Yeah,
in
why don't
10
we-
minutes.
Go to like a supply store and see what they recommend.
Alright, so you... Can someone give me an investigation check to see if what kind of store you find?
I got... What is investigation?
Intelligence.
Yeah, I got a 20.
I got a 14.
Also a 20.
16.
That makes sense.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's just happy to be here.
We are just by water, and now we're literally... There's so much sand. Whoa.
Wow.
There are no mountains anywhere.
There's not even rocks!
It's like soft rock.
And
He's trying to understand sand.
The
Like,
sand
he just,
is actually fairly soft.
he just
strangely
keeps
enough.
playing with all the sand on the side of the
You wanna
streets as
make
we're walking
sandcastles?
along, like trying to figure it out. Because this is a new type of dirt he's never
Yeah,
seen.
it's like, I'll show you something real cool a little bit later.
Glass?
Glass?
Oh yeah, glass of course is made from it. I've done it myself, but I've never had this much sand to just fuck with. Like,
Maybe we could find some sick lightning.
Aren't you
rods
the
somewhere.
oldest out of all of us?
I haven't been that far. I haven't been on a boat until 4 or 5 days, until we just got on. Well, we've taken one boat before, haven't we?
So,
We've taken a boat before.
evidently I've listed myself.
I don't
at
think they've been
120
on-
years
like,
old too.
we-
and
I
I don't
did.
know.
I don't remember you going on a boat, no.
No, I don't
Okay.
think
No, it was
we
the
you
different
know
group
of
that
boats.
did it.
It was when we played with family.
Yeah.
You know of boats because we're kind of nearby one. You just never been on one.
Yeah, I've just never been on a
Knows
boat.
they exist. I'm
Oh,
sure
there's-
you've seen some boats.
Yeah, we fought on
It's
dead
kinda
on the
like
boat last time.
Living in Boston and never going to
I
the
did.
docks.
Alright, so you, after asking around for a bit, you find that there is there's a shop near the northern edge of town called the Sand Trader, who specializes in people who actually want to go out into the desert.
Thank heavens.
Okay.
We might have just saved our lives by doing this. Alright, let's go in.
Alright, and inside you see along the walls there are outfits similar to the ones people around town are wearing. Behind the main desk there are bottles of potions, and along the wall across from the outfits there are various tools like shovels, buckets, water skins, and just anything you could think that you would use out in the desert.
Alright, well, who wants to talk? I'll just ask, hey, if we're going out to the desert for an indeterminate amount of time, what do you recommend?
Well, everyone should probably have their own outfit. They are 50 silver apiece.
Oh, it's so much cheaper.
Yeah, we should have waited.
Well,
No, we never bought
didn't buy
them.
'em.
We didn't buy
We
them.
just
we
come
didn't buy
back.
No, we were like,
Uh,
oh yeah, we're gonna go and like see how much.
Well, we need
like,
somewhere to
have-
stay for the night, and then we'll
Yeah.
come back and buy them.
And then never came back. We basically just said, "Oh, thanks, I'll think about it," and then
Which I'm
totally
guessing
said no.
happens a lot because he's used to dealing with crazy.
Just window shopping.
We have this salve that is good to keep the heat off your skin. You'll need
Sunscreen.
one of these little tins can take care of it would cover one person for 10 days, or I assume that you're all together.
For one day.
Yeah, 5 people for 2 days.
All right, how much per tin?
It is 10 silver a tin.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's just get everyone around 10 maybe, or 2.
Oh, I was gonna buy 10. Just straight up, because then everybody has 2. So each person has at least 20 days. Or we could buy, I'd honestly be fine with buying 20, because we do not know how long we're going to be in the desert.
And depending on what you intend to do out in the desert, you might need some of our tools or other supplies.
Okay.
Of course.
We might need to dig. Is that a possibility?
Well, so what's the...
I don't know how long it's been.
Are there a bunch of people in the
since
There are a few other people, but
few other
not
people?
a lot.
Okay.
silly question, but maps of the desert that we can compare to yours.
Oh yeah, is there?
And don't worry about the
Was it? I think it was some of the paint.
the tile or whatever this linoleum garbage is.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's
How
okay.
about transportation?
Is that just walking strictly?
There are some my shop doesn't offer them, but there is a animal handler in town who will either sell or rent out. Basically, they're very large lizards.
That's what they were. I knew there was another one.
All right.
But they're not exactly cheap because they are very cantankerous and hard to train.
Okay.
Just like me.
Oh my gosh.
you will fail.
Oh, it'll be fine. And actually, I have animal handling. Anyways,
So.
like I genuinely actually like animals. Yeah.
So think about racial abilities.
I know.
You can talk to animals, can't you?
I can, and I have advantage on charisma-based checks with them.
That's heck, yeah.
Or you'll be fine.
I lean over to
Alright.
you and I say, do you happen to have any spells that moves earth or something that's useful for potential digging, or do we need to buy stuff?
No, I
Yeah,
can
what
do that.
kind of tools?
Okay.
So
What tools do you recommend?
It would depend on what you're going after. Most of
Well,
well,
We
I want
have-
to ask, what do most people go into the desert for? Because we're actually from Alstead down the way. I'm not sure if you've even heard of us.
we have, I've met some sailors in the tavern who have come from there, so it's...
Right. It's a logging community, but we're adventurers from there, and we actually we found out about something we're looking to find possibly in the desert, and we weren't sure. Do most people go in to gather resources? Is there stuff that you sell out of the desert? We've never even, to be completely honest with you, I being a dwarf, I didn't know that sand could be this soft, nor did I know what consistency sand could be. So it's more what, with being in a desert, if we're looking for something, is it good to bring a shovel, or should we just kind of get to the general location, wait and see what the wind does? Do you go into the desert yourself?
I personally don't go. Most of the people who live here and do work in the desert, they generally are trying to collect the sand itself. It has some unknown properties that, when made into glass, makes it incredibly durable.
Interesting.
And
I'll be taking some of it with me.
the farther into the desert you go, the better the quality is, because no one's entirely sure why.
I wonder if your
Could just be the material
theme
separation
is
through there.
just about material.
But thank you for giving us some knowledge about it. So you'd recommend at least one of your outfits, probably your salve. So we don't know how far into the desert we're going. What What do you recommend to people for navigation in the desert? Do we need to go by... I think the ship guy said stars, right? I've never used stars to track myself. I'm used to being Underhill, so...
Unless there's like some type of like compass.
A compass would work if you are able to know which way you came from.
Mm-hmm.
The compasses can get a little messy if you go too far in. It's something about the sand messes them up. But one thing we have made that helps people to navigate is we have our own special glasses made from the sand itself that, from what the makers have told me, the sand itself is minorly magical. So there are spells that show magic. And the deeper into the desert you go, the magic gets more intense. So it is, looking through the glasses, the sand is brighter, deeper in, and dimmer, farther out.
So it's a good way to keep your bearings in the sand, essentially.
Yes, because because you mentioned navigating by the stars, but occasionally dust storms kick up that can last for weeks on end, and you can't see the sky.
Got it. So then, do you sell these?
I do sell the glasses. They are 5 gold apiece.
That's
I
it?
will take one.
I
Understandably
think
so.
maybe only just one, maybe two.
Yeah, we
in
could
case
probably
something.
share.
I think we each get some just as eye protection as well. Like, we are going to be in dust storms. So, are they like goggles that they built?
They're more like
I was assuming they're more like...
pretty safety
tight,
glasses
yeah.
than like just sunglasses.
Okay, perfect. So I was hoping for it. I think... Well, with that, you've sold us on just about everything.
So we need outfits, salves, glasses. You can move earth, so if we need to dig, that should be fine.
But essentially, how much for everything?
Should we get water skins just so that way, like,
need
you can
what-
refill it?
Well, actually, what do folks use for water on the desert? Do most just summon it themselves with spells? Are most of the people that go out into the desert spellcrafters?
No, most of the people who, well, at least the ones that work locally that I generally deal with, have specially made water skins because the desert is quite treacherous and a lot more brutal than other deserts that people have traveled.
Of course.
And normal water skins don't retain water very well.
Oh.
So then, the specialized ones, I'm assuming you sell these as well.
Yes.
And how much a piece?
They are 1 gold apiece, and they carry enough water for an entire day for one person.
So perfect. You can just do.
But just for a day?
We can
Yes.
just fill
Okay.
our skins every single
Most people
day.
don't spend more than a day out there at a time, so it works for what we need.
Okay.
Oh, so people just go out, get their stuff, and come back.
Yes, most people don't spend long periods of time in the desert.
Okay, so that's where we're crazy.
People take the animals if they want to get deeper in the course of a day so that they can get the better sand.
I have a question. So, we've been told in other places that the likelihood of us losing limbs to desert creatures is very high. What can you tell us about that?
It can be if you go too far in. Like I said, the lizards that the person trains are natural to the desert, or fairly natural. They don't seem entirely natural. But those are out there. There are also talks of impish creatures that fly and spew sand. There are talks of just like the sand itself rising up to attack people. And things just... Some people even believe that the sandstorms themselves are alive and attempting to kill the travelers.
Well, elementals.
I don't want to scare you, but based on personal experience, they could be. Well then, do you have a group of friends that commonly work in the desert that we could talk to just for assistance with getting out there? Or is there a guide that you recommend? Is there a guide? I don't know.
There aren't really guides, as nobody around here has...
It's for work, it's not for pleasure.
Yes. We don't go deep into the desert, as we're just mostly looking to collect the sand we need for our crafts.
Of course. This may seem like an odd question, but who's your town crazy person about the desert?
There is someone who lives about a day into the desert. I could...
Comes to you often for supplies then, or?
He doesn't come to us for supplies. He actually supplies us with some of the plants and things needed for ourselves.
Interesting. How often does he come into town?
He comes in maybe once a week.
How long has it been since you've seen him?
He was last here about 6 days ago, so he might be in tomorrow.
Does he come to you often, or are there other traders that he works with?
There are other traders, because all I really need from him is the plants for the sell. He probably collects other things to give to other people.
Is he a friendly sort, or not really? Kind of standoffish?
While he is fairly pleasant, he is not the most open.
About what time does he come around your shop?
He'd usually be here somewhere around shortly before lunchtime.
Okay. And then would you need time to prep what we have ordered from you at this point?
Depends on how much you want. If we have...
That's right, we need to get outfitted. So I believe it's going to be a full, probably 1-2 outfits for everybody, or just one?
I think one's just
One's
fine.
fine.
Just one? Alright, so one outfit for everybody, for each of us.
At least
I'm
2
assuming we're
tins
going
of
to need to have
salt
it
for each of
tailored
us.
some sort. As you can see, I'm about his groin, so bit of a difference in size. And then, could we get about... Well, how many tins of your sap do you have? I don't want to buy you out.
I usually carry around 50 tins.
Okay, then we're fine.
All right, then
I
can
think
I
2
buy...
each is minimum.
I'm going to buy 10 extra for myself. I don't
Okay.
know what's out there. So can we just get 30?
So 20, oh.
I made 10 extra just for Flint, just in case.
Right, so
10
2
for
apiece,
Flint,
and then...
Okay.
Because that'd be 20 tins, so... Let's see, 2.5 gold for the outfits, another 2 gold for the tins.
Mhm.
Were you wanting any water skins or shovels
Water
or...
skin each.
Okay.
Water skin each, probably 2 shovels, just in case.
I guess 2 shovels. I think we should have at least 2 goggles. I don't know if we...
I think we each get goggles, just to keep our eyes safe from those sandstorms. They
Oh,
sound a
that's
bit
fair.
nasty.
That's
Do
fair.
you make goggles that fit Dragonborn?
We may have to...
Or do you need goggles?
I want them because
Yeah.
they make magic shiny.
Of course.
Okay, but that's fair. I also would be very intrigued with that as well.
I want it so I can see if weapons have something imbued in them.
We don't
It sounds
have
way useful.
any at the moment, but we could modify some of the ones we have to fit.
Alright. So then at least 1 pair for each of us. Do you recommend just 1 pair, or do most people need more?
Most people only need 1 pair,
They're durable, right? Because
Right.
of the sand.
and the sand makes the glass fairly tough.
Exactly. So at least 1 of those. Are there any maps of the desert? I'm
Only...
guessing no, considering it's so hard to just track yourself in it, eh?
we have some maps that are fairly close to town. Like, it would show a few places that are known to be a little more dangerous, where creatures are more likely to pop up, but it wouldn't be more than 2 days travel into the desert.
Alright. That gets us at least 2 days where we know where we are.
Mm-hmm.
So could we get at least 1 of those maps? Or, well, there's a couple different maps, right, that would show us out to that portion.
It's like, or can we take this and I'll plop up the map that I've got? Can you kind of, because it's a rough map.
Right.
Can we kind of mark, because this is where we want to go, mark where, copy stuff over?
Unfortunately, I don't... Well, I
Well,
can't...
you're not a map maker.
I'm not a map maker. I do have the maps, because I sell most things that people need
Oh,
for
of course.
treks. But I cannot just give away information like that I sell that information.
So how much for a map? I think it just...
A map is 5 gold.
Okay, so we can buy a map. That would get us in. So we'll buy...
So 34.5 gold total so far.
Okay.
How much were the water skins?
They were 1 gold apiece.
Okay, so 39.5, 1 for each of us.
And then... anything else you'd recommend to us at this point? As you can see, we have packs to carry things with us, but I imagine ours are a little bulky for what you'd recommend going into the desert. But unfortunately, we are your crazy customers. We are hoping to be out there. We don't know how long it's going to take us. It may be a day. It may be a week.
The packs really aren't an issue. All they will do is make it so that the sweat collects on your back a little bit faster, but it's not going to be a major detriment.
Okay.
And then do you sell any sort of cover for at night? Like a tent?
I would say cover for the day.
Yeah, we should be walking.
Well,
at
that's
night.
what the outfits are for. Because the outfits are large, Billy. I would guess they have like hats that shade you.
A hood,
Yeah.
Well, that's actually another question. Do people go out during the day or during night?
Probably during the morning to collect the sand and then come back before it gets too hot.
People work around the twilight hours because during the day it's too hot, and during the night, creatures more likely to show up.
So yeah, morning.
So yeah, like you get out there at like 4 in the morning, like right when the sun's about to go up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Then I don't think... the only other thing, best tavern in town.
That would probably be the Antlion's Den.
Okay, let's go.
Antlion's Den for lunch, dinner, and a stay?
Sure.
Do you need a day to prep everything, or should we just wait and we'll take it with us?
We have
Okay.
everything that you mentioned already. You can take it with you now or pick it up tomorrow.
Let's do that now.
Okay, we'll just take it with us then.
How much was it per person?
Yeah.
Let's get
39.5 total, so...
Round it up to 40 to make the math easier, so it'd be about 8 gold a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 gold. Okay.
Cool, done. All right. Well, thank you so much for the information and the time, and for, essentially tacking us out for the next week or so. We hope to see you again once we return.
I hope to see you again as well, because it is not night. Well, I prefer when people don't die out there.
As do we.
Repeat customers are good customers.
Of course, but thank you for your recommendation. Will we see you at the tavern tonight? May say hi, or do you like to be to yourself? Or...
It depends on how I'm feeling. Just some days are tougher than others.
All right, then. Let's just go to the tavern. See if we... Or should we go to... We need to go to the lizard person. The lizard wrangler. Person who rents... Well, they rent lizards, whatever.
Yeah, I know. What are they technically called again?
Gila monsters.
Gila monsters.
Oh, okay. The seal
Massive Gila
Yeah.
monsters.
Man.
I know in Critical Role Season 2 they had like these massive AF lizard thingies.
Aren't there entire towns built so that Gila monsters aren't,
Biting people?
harassing people? Like the houses are raised so that the Gila monsters can't get into the houses?
Yes.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And for Komodo dragons.
Yeah, those two are both cantankerous little...
Yep. Well, there's Komodo Islands. There's a group of people that still live there as like researchers.
I was thinking
They have to
about
build
that.
all their stuff at least 5 to 10 feet up. Like they literally just have stilts going up to the buildings because the
they're
Komodo dragons
pests.
can't jump that high or climb the poles to bite them at night. Essentially.
And Komodo dragons have some vicious nonsense in their mouth.
Oh, you just die. You just die. It's not even a question.
Jeez, I thought my cat biting my face in the morning was annoying.
Our cat just comes and snuggles.
My cat comes and snuggles too, but sometimes he gets overstimulated and like I'll be petting him and suddenly he's like, "Hi, I'm cute. I'm gonna bite your face."
Aw, so sweet, Mom.
Cats
Yeah.
in our face.
It's so funny. They're like more like nibbles, but I'm like, "Why are you biting my face?"
I'm just so happy!
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so with some directions to the Antlion's Den, you guys find it in the fairly center of town. It's actually built mostly into the ground instead of up.
Makes
so
sense.
because that way it stays nice and cool in there without having to really work for it.
Cool.
If you talk to the receptionist, proprietress, and if you want to stay the night and have breakfast and dinner, it'll cost you 50 silver apiece.
Oh gosh, that's
Wait, we can stay at the person who has the animals?
No,
this
the
is
inn.
This
Oh,
is
that's
the
the
inn.
inn. I thought we were going to the animal person first.
Well, might as well drop off our stuff.
Oh, yeah.
50 gold per piece?
50. No,
50 silver.
Silver, okay.
Okay.
What is that?
5 gold.
Oh.
No, it's 5 gold. 10 to 10 to 10.
Oh, 50 silver, right.
Yeah.
Right, but there's 5 of you, so it'd be 2.5 gold.
Oh, 50 for all of us. Oh,
No,
for
50
the-
silver a person.
Oh, okay. So 2.5 gold for that.
For single rooms for each of you and breakfast and dinner.
Okay, yeah, that's not expensive actually.
Just gonna round it.
If you guys wanted to get like a double room or something, then that would change the price.
I
But
don't mind.
Oh, just
sharing
if they
a
have
room.
I mean, we're used to whatever room is available, so
Right.
whatever's cheapest and available, cheap and available is fine for us. Then we should probably head off to the animal handler, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Floris, what animals have you? You're druid and a bard. What animals have you encountered? Because I've worked with a couple in my youth, but it's been a long time.
Desert creatures, very few.
Oh, I never. Oh my lord! He said big lizard. I about shit myself. I'll be honest. It's gonna be bigger than me. A lizard.
Yeah, crocodiles.
What's a crocodile?
So when we get to the lizard place, I'm just going to point to it and be like, okay, you see that? In water. That's a crocodile.
and when you get to the lizard place, these lizards would like
20 feet.
nose to feet, like their back feet would be as long as you laying down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Big
big
boy.
one.
Yeah,
Big
and it's
boy.
probably like their backs, seeing as they're just laying down, sunning themselves, probably hit you with the shoulder.
Okay, yeah. Like bear. Okay, so not too giant, but still big.
Yeah, big,
Big, but not
Yeah.
monstrous.
but not like swallow you in one bite.
Yeah.
These
So-
aren't like dire.
Got it. So we can see into the pen. How many are there? Are there at least 5 or more?
There are currently 4 in the pen.
Gotcha.
Eh.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave them to do the talking. I'm just going to start ritual casting Speak with Animal.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll come up
Who's the proprietor of this said? Because it's just an open pen, right? Is there anybody standing there?
There's a little shack next to the pen.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the shack and just knock quick.
The top half of the door swings in, and he's like, "Whoop!" Swings in.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you?
Well, hail and well met, friend. My name's Flint. We are looking to procure a number of your... I gotta be honest, we're from a place where I've never seen a lizard this big. I didn't know they could even be my size. What do you call them?
We call them Helas, or Hellas, occasionally.
Hellas, Helas. Well, fantastic. Could I possibly... Well,
You want to go out in the desert, huh?
yeah, but the problem is we've talked to a couple people, and from what it sounds like, most people only rent these guys out for a day or so, and my party, we're looking to go for possibly a day or a week. We're not sure how long it's going to take us to get where we're going in the desert. We are adventurers, so we have a bit of experience at least traveling in rougher conditions. We can handle ourselves somewhat, but it's on you since you are the owner of these animals if you feel that that's safe for them.
Well, we got them from the desert initially, so they can take care of themselves. But, however, there is quite a bit of work put into training them, so if you happen to just not come back and they wander off on their own, then I have to pay somebody to go out and get new ones, or possibly find these if they're lucky,
Of course.
and then train the new ones if we don't. So,
Which is why I, rather than just asking you the price, I thought it'd be fair to tell you the situation.
Perhaps we could put down like a deposit in case as insurance, and it can be refundable. If we don't show up after 2 weeks, you just keep that.
we could work out something like that. The normal daily rate is about 5 gold for each lizard.
And each lizard carries one person?
Each lizard carries 1 person.
That's right. That's fair.
Yeah, we're rich as fuck. We haven't been spending our money on shit.
Yeah, I definitely haven't.
Also,
The
we
average
haven't...
worker makes like a couple helpers a day.
I guess that's fair.
Also, I haven't had to buy a single weapon or piece of armor yet, which I'm kind of impressed by, but also terrified of.
Yeah, we're gonna have our heads bitten off eventually.
Picture this,
Yeah.
desert glass armor.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
That-
sick.
Sounds pretty, but also not.
It's that tough.
Maybe not
You
full
can have
plate,
full
but you could
outfit
definitely make
underneath.
like
it's not
desert
plate,
scale.
I'm trying to think like maybe a samurai
Are we
style.
going to turn this into the mirror shield from Ocarina of Time?
No.
You'd need something to silver the back of the glass, because otherwise it just... I guess you could make like a magnifying glass shield and try and death ray people.
That's amazing. I'm good. Okay,
Somebody cast daylight on us. Nope!
Bounce back up.
but since you do have your gilas and we're looking to go in the desert, it's what he called them. What do you want me to call them? Gila?
Gila.
Gilas. Okay.
Gila or
Alright.
Hellas.
Hellas, Gilas, whatever it is. Big Lizard. Is Big Lizard okay?
We'll just go with Big Lizard.
All right. As you can tell, I'm used to being under the ground, not so much on it. But what would you say is a fair price to put a deposit on your lizards? And could you possibly have 5 of them for us to leave either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night?
We could have 5, depending on if nobody because
Do you need
we have a total of 7, but 3 of them are currently rented out.
And
They
we'd
should be back tomorrow, but things happen, so
Of course.
one? How fast are these creatures?
they travel about the same speed as a person would run, but they can keep it up for much longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out for you.
Yeah, that
what
would be a little bit. Alright,
What
faster
would
than
we-
I can.
Okay.
To keep your animals safe, do we need to bring any... If we are going to take them for that long again, if we come to that agreement, would we need water bags for them? Would we...
They can keep water to themselves fairly easily. They really only need to eat or drink every few days.
Oh, okay. And they'll probably take care of that themselves, considering they're from the desert. So they'll grab a nasty if they need a dinner.
Yes, though
Or we can help them.
you might want to help them so that, because if
They don't get hurt.
if they go to look for something,
Hey,
there's
you can
nothing
shoot
saying
me.
that they could come
Grab a
back.
nasty sounds like a
Agreed.
euphemism or something.
Whatever happens to be in the sand or in the sky, you know what I mean.
Nasty.
A big creature, something we'd have to hit, alright?
A really big bee.
Yeah, that. Really big bee in the desert.
I don't know if pollinators are really going to be common.
Alright.
Someone's got to make those cactuses grow.
So, could I, to just make sure that this could work, could I attempt to ride one of your lizards quickly?
Ooh, I'm
Alright.
watching.
So, I'm going to take off my swords and most of my plate armor just so I'm a little lighter.
Okay, that's going to take a bit.
Yeah, it'll just take a minute or two, but it's I can jump onto them faster and not have to. It won't be as much of a struggle if I really need to fight these things. And then I'm going to try and approach it slowly. I'm not sure exactly how to approach it, so I'm going to start and then just look back at him. How do I guide me here?
Well, you just walk up alongside it. Normally we'd have a saddle on it, and then you just sit on its back.
Okay, so they're just trained super easy. I could stand here naked. They wouldn't do anything.
Why would you do that?
They wouldn't do anything unless you act aggressive.
Perfect.
Or you happen to run into a wild one.
He works with animals. He knows what I mean. They're tame.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, then. So I'm just going to slowly approach one and try and just animal handling, just to at least touch it and just...
Alright, roll an animal handling check.
17.
Oh, cool. How's 7 plus 17? 24.
Alright, you walk up to it and put your hand against its side.
Perfect. Do you think is there any... These guys just sleep most of the time, don't they?
They do tend to sleep a lot during the day, though they can get a little bit more excitable at night.
Alright. But that's when they wake up, essentially. For those who are traveling in the desert, does anybody camp out there at night? Or is it just, don't do?
Most people won't. There are some explorers who
Crazy
go out for
people.
multiple days.
Crazy people. You can call us what we are, we know. We did hear about a man who apparently lives about a day or two's walk into the desert from here. He comes into town to sell supplies, apparently. Are you familiar with such a person?
I have seen who I believe you're talking about, but I haven't actually interacted with him much.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't expect you would unless he was catching Gilas for you. These. But I remembered, okay? If you lot aren't willing to talk to people...
I am.
You just do it first. I'm sorry, I just like to mock you. Don't mind me. I'm actually highly entertained, thank you.
Oh, good. Well then, let's discuss price then, sir. Would you like to do it at a tavern or here?
Here. So, the rough amount that I figure it takes to feed and train a Gila is about 50 gold. So, if you want to take them out deep into the desert, where they may not be coming back,
Potential loss.
I will need 50 gold per Gila.
Okay. As a deposit?
As a deposit, and then...
As a deposit, and you
would
can have...
you just take your pay out of that at the end?
I could just take
Once
my...
we know how many days we've been gone and whatnot.
I could take it out of that if / when you come back.
Of course, we could pay you more if need be. If we're out for longer or something.
If you come back...
I don't want to leave you empty-handed for taking your lizards for too long.
So 50 per Gila, and that is 5 Gilas.
So it's
250.
250 again.
Okay.
Which Thava has 800.
I have
something.
over 600.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not too worried about gold for everybody.
Well, I'm still gonna take out.
Do you want to just put
50
the deposit on it?
I just split everything is what
Alright.
I'm doing because reasons. So
Cool. I'll be down to 10 then, or 9.5, I think, from the.
all right. So we'll just give basically a Gila monster is what
Yep.
we're paying for, and then
A
we
train
will
Gila monster.
a trained Gila monster,
Mm.
and then when we come back, we'll just cut it from there.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yep.
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
it's a lot better than just walking in sand.
Go get some food.
As someone who has legitimately hiked in sand in a desert with no shade, it sucks and it hurts.
Hey,
It's so fun
Thava,
to
I
be
have some
tracked.
questions because I don't actually remember from when you were introduced to this mission. What info, what exactly are we looking for again? Just a spot?
There's an old house somewhere in there.
Okay.
It's a
Oh, so
ghost
there is
lady.
potentially a house.
Potentially.
Potentially.
The ghost lady showed me her memory of it, which was bright and green, and there were trees around. So it's been a very long time if there's a desert or something catastrophic happened to make a desert.
It used to be green.
It used to be a forest.
Oh my gosh.
I believe it. I was going to have you ask around for... Since we're going to be in a tavern tonight, might as well ask around and find the history of the desert.
That's true. If anyone's been around a lot, I mean, yeah, unless something ridiculous happens, usually it takes an extremely long time for
Aridification takes about 500 years.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
All right.
like what, like half your age?
500 years seems like
Close to.
not as long as I'd expect.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 500 years is not a long time, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Utah is somewhere around 300 to 400 year from when we were at Mac, had a lot of...
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go to the tavern.
So we gave our $50 each, basically. And
So we'll give him the deposit tonight so that we have him first thing in the...
Yeah.
Well,
Hopefully-
he recommends to leave in the morning, right?
hopefully we will have 5, because right now there's just 4 because 3 are taken out.
He did say most people leave around a few hours before dawn, so if you show up before that, all of them should be here.
So
Of
basically
course.
we need to show up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Done.
So which means we need to go to bed at a decent time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Let's go to the tavern, we can ask around stuff. Yeah.
Alright.
All
This
right.
is going so much smoother than if we just stayed at the other place.
I mean, we do need to get into the desert.
Yeah, we need to get out there soon.
Yeah. So it's been 2 hours of prep. So
We've been chattering.
does anybody want to do anything in the tavern, or
It's,
because I just want to go to bed.
I wouldn't
Flint's heading up to bed.
I
Let's take
wouldn't
a light
mind
night.
seeing if people are talking about the general history. Either just listen or talking to people. Ask if they happen to any, tall tales or anything about sand or,
Desert mythologies.
yeah.
All right, roll perception or investigation, depending on whether you're just listening or actively asking.
Let's go to the bathroom. Since one's going to bed, I'm going.
Let's see. Perception is 8. Investigation is 5. Yeah, I'm just listening to people, basically. I don't want people today. This one is being a little rude to me. That's a 14. You're also kind of dumb. You haven't rolled a 1, but you've been rolling under 10s.
You don't hear anything that sounds specific to the deep desert, just people talking about how their work has been going and when they're expecting when they're expecting to send out shipments of the sand to the people who need it, or who's going to make what, who's got plans to make what in the near future.
Sweet.
Okay, so it's business, none of our numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright.
How am I doing?
Business. Alright.
Anytime I
I'm
do
gonna go
like
to
tax
sleep
stuff
then.
with my mom, I'm like, business, numbers. Alright, yeah. I guess we're not going to talk to man that lives in the desert because we just need to leave first thing in the morning.
Unless we see him.
Yeah, on the way. Could you imagine?
Okay, you must be that dude.
We heard about
What an odd fantasy-like coincidence.
I mean, granted, oh no, because it would not be. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, yeah. We wake up and hope and pray there's 5 of them.
All right, there are 5 waiting for you the next morning,
Plus.
and they are already saddled up for all of you. They are fairly passive, so you don't really need to make an animal handling check, and he informs you about like what commands to give if you want them to go faster, slower, turn in which directions.
I don't suppose healers are scent trained.
We hadn't specifically trained them to track scents, but they potentially could, seeing as they have to have some way of tracking things in the desert for their own food.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll just see. But yeah. I guess the night before, we probably like compared maps, because we bought a map, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we should probably compare maps. So that way it's not like, okay, where are we going?
Compare the map to what Thava has and add in whatever is needed.
Alright. Let's just peel this part off.
Can't have us looking at the whole map.
Well, I guess I'll just grab this thing, as this is the desert portion of the map. Alright, let's see.
No, we did buy a map.
Right, so I'm just
Yeah,
showing.
so we're just comparing maps, basically.
So, Sun's Edge would probably be somewhere just a little bit off this corner.
Okay.
Alright.
They said that the map that you guys got of the desert says you should avoid, like, over here. Because there are, this is an area where lots of lizards show up. Stay away from here because it's prone to, like, sandstorms. And nobody knows what's out here because nobody goes this far.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So basically we want
gotta
to
maneuver
head,
our way
like,
between these two.
northwest, and then kind of curve northeast, and then basically due north is what we want to do.
Well, I actually kind of want to try and catch that guy who lives out in the desert.
Well, he's probably going to be in the same route as we are, because he's probably also going to avoid those areas.
We don't know where he lives, though.
So you want us to
I want to
wait.
meet him. I want to meet him, see if we can convince him to let us stay for a night, because it's a guaranteed safe night, at
That's
least
true.
one day out into the desert.
The problem is we'd have to wait a whole nother day to leave.
Well, he's supposed to be coming in the morning to drop off supplies.
Right,
So,
He said before lunch.
to his shop,
Yeah.
not to all the other shops,
Yeah.
though.
Well,
so
we could...
can. I was thinking this night while you're down in the tavern, ask around, see who knows him, see who
Yeah.
buys supplies from him, see
Okay.
if the tavern actually buys.
Because if we
supplies
happen to, like, catch him in between, great. But if it's like, oh, we have to wait until, like, 9 o'clock, and by that time it's too late, then that's a whole day wasted.
from him. But it's more. Is it a day wasted or is it a day guaranteeing safety?
Yeah. But we would have to decide that.
Because it's more, I'm trusting that this dude knows how to navigate the desert pretty much better than anybody.
Yeah.
Because if he lives out there, he's got to know decently enough, I need to be able to look for this.
How to stay alive.
Yeah.
This dude lives there.
Yeah.
There's not going to be anybody else who can tell us how to safer get through.
I just heard someone say we need to stop wasting time. So if we want to wait, great, but just know that's another day potentially that we would have to wait again. But that's fine.
Well, it's more, I don't think this is going anywhere. And I just meant as far as like story. Just moving to trying to find him because Flynn went to bed.
Yeah.
He's tired.
Well, we'll grab our things and figure it out. And you can roll for your asking people's stuff.
All right.
Okay, so before going to bed, I want to go up to I'll go up to the barkeep. Just, what's the recommended ale of the town? What do most people drink here? We're from out of town, I apologize.
That would be the cactus twist.
I'll try one. Sounds good.
All right, give me a con save.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to get some more popcorn.
Cool, 23.
Okay, you were...
No, yeah, 23, sorry.
It tastes a little fruity with a hint of orange, and you don't really...
It's delicious.
You don't really suffer any drunkenness.
I didn't know alcohol could be fruity.
You don't hallucinate
No.
mushrooms in the desert.
This is delicious. Fantastic. This is just the local drink? Do you brew it yourself here, or is it
Not me personally, but there is a brewer in town, and he gets some of his supplies from the sailors who come in.
Oh, okay. Mostly from the sailors then. So, coming into town, as you can probably guess, we're here to venture off into the desert. I imagine nobody else from out of town comes here unless they're doing that. But we're looking for a man who... We've heard about a man who actually lives out there. Do you happen to know who that might be?
That'd be Doyson.
Oh, okay. So you know Doyson.
Yeah, he comes in to the tavern, usually either... Well, it's usually his first and last stop.
Oh, his first and last stop. About what time does he get here in the mornings?
He usually gets here shortly before sunrise.
Okay. Could I ask for a wake-up call for before sunrise? Probably about an hour before sunrise?
All right.
Fantastic. Because we want to make sure that we're able to get the lizards. No problem. Or I'm even going to, just for Flint, I'm going to say 2 hours.
I mean, we could skip the lizards in the morning and just wait outside town.
Yeah.
Well, if he's coming to the tavern, I'm going to be up waiting for him for when he comes in. Are you here in the morning, barkeep? Or
Yes, I live on the premises.
Okay, so you're just the owner, proprietor.
Mm-hmm.
Your shop. Fantastic. Could I ask you to introduce me to him in the morning?
Sure.
Fantastic. We're looking to go out into the desert and just want some... With being out of town, I assume the guy who lives out there probably knows how to stay alive the best out there, right?
That would be safe.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night. Can I have another one of those cactus coolers for bed? Or cactus twisters?
All right. That we'll say it costs you 10 silver.
Cool. Awesome. I'm down to 9 gold and silver, whatever that. It's something like that. It's close to. That's what I have on me right now, but I'm guessing we'll get paid at the end or something. Well, but now we have a way to run into that guy in the morning, right when we wake up. So, do you guys want to do any more?
I went to bed.
Same.
Yeah. Same for you, Tava? Were you looking for anything? Or did you want to go start picking up a bunch of sand and putting it in your pockets for now? Or
Sandbagging.
for you to start grabbing some heat up in your hand, see what we can do?
No. Later.
Alright. Cool. So, you all head to bed. In the morning, you go and pick up the lizards and then make
Yeah, go ahead.
a quick trip back to the the tavern.
I'm going to wait at the tavern because I don't want to
Okay.
miss the guy.
So everyone else goes out to pick up the lizards, and you'll meet up with them later.
Yep.
Okay.
And shortly before the sun comes up, the barkeep is like, Flint, that's Doyson. Doyson, this is Flint.
Ah, Doyson. Hello, well met. My name is Flint. I'm from Alstead. I apologize for the long intro. I imagine you're a man not of many words. I'll be quick with it. Me and my party are looking to venture far out into the desert. We understand it's extremely dangerous, but you live out there.
Correct.
I'm hoping you can teach us a bit of your knowledge. We'd be happy to pay you or assist you in some way if you need help out there with anything, but we want to know how to survive best to give us the most fighting chance for what we're trying to do.
Couple of pointers. Don't stay in one place too long. I move around the desert quite a bit because if you stay in one place, it starts attracting things. If it gets dark in the middle of the day, bury yourself under the ground.
Bury yourself under the ground. How far?
At least far enough that you can't see the sky.
Okay, so just at least covered for yourself completely so nothing can see you. Got
Yes.
it? Alright, perfect. We have rented a bunch of Gilas to take us out. Are they the best beasts for out there?
Yes.
Fantastic. And I'm sorry if I'm peeling your floor.
Yes, doesn't matter.
The whole floor.
It's a rental.
Well, it's more like it was garbage when we got here, so it won't notice if it's more garbage.
Then Dosen, the last question I have is, could we possibly travel out with you? And you could be a guide just to where you camp. We will go on farther from there. We'll show you our map, where we're looking to get. All of the information that we have, you are privy to, since you would be giving us the information of how to even stay safe.
Do you want to just point out on the map right now? And that way
I
we
don't
can-
have the map.
But are we back yet? Or okay.
Or on your way.
Well, the guy said to show up a few hours before dawn in order to pick him up, because other people might get there before you otherwise. So it would be possible for you guys to be to the lizards and back to the tavern before Doyson showed up, if you wanted.
Okay.
You guys want to do that? Okay. So, this is
Nice.
Thaba.
Shoot him out.
She's the one that has the map.
This is my group.
Alright.
We are a group of adventurers known as Vox Gladius. Start saying her name a little bit.
For the moment, let's see. If you think it's around here, at the moment I had my camp over here. But, like I said, I just move around every night
Of
because
course.
things shift. The only thing that I can think of in that area is the towers. There's just like 4 pillars that stick up out of the sand, and they're fairly obvious to spot from like a day away.
Okay.
Perfect.
Then, but going to where you're camping, I'm assuming
Trying
you
to
can't
put your
see them
hand.
from there, right?
No.
Of course. So, could we still, just at least to guarantee us a little bit of safety going into the desert, and having some guidance on like what to avoid, what to watch for? We've already secured packs, we've secured tack, we've secured water bags, we can provide for ourselves. You would only be our guide, and we'd be happy to compensate you if you'd like.
It depends on when you're heading out, because I'm going to be in town for a few more days.
Oh.
A few days?
Yes. I have a lot of things I need to unload on the various, my various acquaintances and contacts in town.
Of course. Then could you... Do you stay... You shift every day,
Yes.
right? To keep it safe?
Yes.
Can you at least point us in a direction so we might start?
Okay.
And then is there any telltale information we should watch for to guide us towards the pillars?
Well, the pillars tend to be... the finest sand is generally in the area around the pillars. That's one of the few reasons I go anywhere near it.
Mm.
So if you just follow the bright, then you'll get there eventually.
Follow the bright, like from the goggles, right?
Right.
Yep.
Fantastic. Well, then, your information has been, to be completely honest, it will be life-saving to us. So thank you. I hope we meet you again in the future. Have a good day, sir. Thank you for the information. And I'll
Stay
just-
safe.
I'll
And
shake his hand and...
he doesn't shake. He just walks away.
Okay.
He didn't even shake your hand
Leaves
when you
you
first
hanging.
walked up.
Oh, okay. I just kind of offered and he just didn't do anything. I'm like,
Yeah.
all
Left
right.
you hanging. Your hand's been up this whole time.
All right, that's fine.
Just waiting, just hoping.
No, wouldn't do that. Okay. He can read people.
No, that not into that, I guess.
Okay, then with that, I think we just shove off at this point because we have all of our attack from yesterday. We have the monsters. We have now the information from Dosen.
Yep. Let's get going while it's still cool.
Alright. You guys start heading on out north of town, and the first day...
I have to load bags.
The first day passes simply. You do see a few people out in the desert just like digging in the sand and putting it in bags, and loading those in little carts.
Looking through my goggles, can I see what they're digging for is brighter than what they're, like, moving?
Yeah.
Like, what they put in the bags? Okay. So the deeper they dig, the finer sand they can get because it hasn't been grabbed yet, but also there's more fine sand the farther out.
Right.
Okay.
It's less effort to get fine sand when you're deeper in the desert, but it's also more risky.
When you say fine sand, do you mean smaller sand or do you mean better sand?
Better sand. Because technically the better sand is a bit bigger, so they have like little pans that shift through. And
So it's not like softer or
Right.
finer grain.
More particulate.
Okay.
it's more magical because they have the glasses and they're
That's what
trying
I
to find the
assumed.
good stuff.
Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Perfect.
We're working out the physics of our magical world.
Yes.
Well, I
But,
just want to make sure we don't.
We
like,
talked to
swallow
Dosen.
this.
He said that this location, there's 4 pillars that he can think of. Some of the finest sand is actually near here. And then he gave us 2 areas to avoid on the map. Lots of lizards for this one, and lots of sandstorms. So we want to try and shoot in the middle. And then he said once you get close enough to the towers, you should be able to see them from about a day's walk away.
Okay.
And then the other thing was follow the bright sand.
And also don't stay in one place for too long.
Yep.
It sounds like he can sleep for a night and then move.
Then the other, for all of us, if it goes dark in the middle of the day,
Bury yourself.
bury ourselves immediately.
Got that covered.
So, which, for that, Thava, you're probably just going to die with the sound, right? Alright, I would like a shovel.
Well,
I'm keeping a shovel on my lizard.
We bought 2, so
Yeah, I want a shovel. That's all.
I'll let you guys do.
I can just dig faster with the shovel, that's all.
I'm sure everyone can dig faster.
Because
with a shovel.
I don't want to, like, oh, look, the sky's getting dark. As soon as it gets dark in the middle of the day, we're out. I'm not screwing around.
Alright, let's go.
Yup.
What do you mean? If we kill something, it'll be on our resume that you can explain to people.
He said it gets dark in the middle of the day. I don't want to find out what makes it dark in the middle of the day.
I'm
you?
teasing you.
Alright, so
Sheila, we're trying to not die.
the first day passes without event. Who's going to take what watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
I'll take third at night.
Alright, roll perception.
Thava and I are just like, night guys, passes out.
So join us on a watch.
I know.
It is a good thing I have a very good... So my passive
Isn't
perception
that
is
nice?
20.
It's like the best
I
thing
got
I've ever
a
bought in my entire
I'm
life.
gonna bardic inspiration people before watches.
Oh, okay.
Just
So-
in case.
Can you do that once an hour, or
You know,
just
I
once a day?
can
I can
watch
do-
with you first watch. I
Your
prefer
proficiency
first
per
watch.
day.
So I have a
that's right.
question because I never remember this. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. Is it regular modifier plus proficiency or just proficiency bonus?
Regular modifier plus proficiency.
Okay, so that puts me at 21.
Okay?
25.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
Oh, wait. He's doing Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yeah, if you want to add that in. So
14
that'd
again?
be- No, bardic inspiration's a D8 plus.
Oh, that'll work a lot better, actually.
I don't know if that's necessary.
Well, I have a 14, so that'll work.
Okay, so 21. Alright. So, during your watch, you do see, well, some different things happen on each of your watches. You see some sand, just like a wave of it moving off in the distance, and you do see some lizards wandering about, but nothing comes towards the camp, so you pass the night peacefully.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright, I'm going to need somebody to give us a survival check to see how well you avoid those areas.
I have +4 survival.
I have +6.
You do it then.
I just realized all the stuff that I
Ooh,
was
actually,
proficient in,
I
I didn't have
+8.
the proficiency bonus.
Because it's proficiency.
That's kind of
plus.
important.
Oh,
It's a plus
yeah.
4 now.
I know. Oops. So
Like
let's
that
go
one
first.
performance would have actually
Well, mine's
been
just... Mine's 2
25.
points lower than yours.
Oh.
I have a +6 and... wait, is that right? +4... Plus my wisdom, which is...
30, 20.
Oh,
30, 20.
12.
should be 11, actually. No. 7 plus 4 is 11. Yeah, it's bad.
Okay,
Mine's not great.
so
And I don't think I should be leading, though.
Floresting the
to be totally
naturey boy
Yeah.
takes the point.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is sand. Like, I can try, but this ain't my stuff.
and you manage to successfully make your way through those areas.
Nice.
Probably to about ish.
Yeah.
For a second day, so probably boom.
I cannot
or
combat.
Boom.
Skill checks
boom,
are what I do.
Okay.
Ish,
I'm like half
right?
now.
So day 1 would have gotten you about here. Day 2 got you about here.
Okay.
And can we see the towers? Or
Not
still
quite.
All right. So looking through, we can still see. You're fine. Still looking through the glasses, we can see that brighter sand is off towards that direction. Still. There?
Yep.
Perfect. Who
All
wants
right.
to guide?
So second night.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
Yeah. I can take a watch because now I just found out that perception I'm proficient in and I forgot I was, so
Take it.
Yep. It's very good to be proficient in.
Okay.
guys, I've been doing literally everything I think without my proficient bonuses. I forgot about it. So
Once again, inspiration
Mighty
for
man.
oh
somebody.
my gosh. So I got a nat 19
I'm gonna
plus
take
an 8 plus a 4.
I'll take
So
that
whatever that is.
inspiration. I got a 6.
I got a 9.
What?
What's
Okay,
your
let me actually add
passive
that.
perception? Or what's your-
23
Oh, that's
plus.
not too bad.
Only a 13 from you.
So
just
who
to-
was taking which
just to make
watch?
sure.
I was gonna take
Is this
first.
with the proficiency
13
or
with
without the
proficiency.
proficiency?
No,
That is
those
with
two
the
ones.
proficiency.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, dirty
Yeah.
20 or
Dirty 20 with the bardic inspiration.
okay.
Sorry, I thought it was this and then that. So I was like,
So during your watch, you see a mound of sand that seems to be shifting its way through the desert, and you feel the occasional heavy, just like thump reverberating through the ground, and it is getting closer.
Okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna wake up everybody just quietly. Hey, shh. I've been hearing thumping and I keep seeing this sun moving. I don't want to risk it. I say we move through the night.
sure.
At least for tonight. We can camp the next day. But I don't want to find out what's under that sand. Because it keeps coming this direction.
Fair.
Fair.
All right, somebody give me a survival check.
I suck at survival, so I'm not. Sorry, not sorry.
My survival rolls are terrible right now.
23.
Nice.
I'm not rolling.
Okay.
This is still it.
I used my perception that wasn't used anyway, so I'm not gonna.
All right, so for now, you've made it to, after traveling through the night, you make it to about here, and as the sun comes up, you can see the towers off in the distance, but I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yay.
For how long we walked.
Mhm.
20.
I can't roll today.
Wait. I did do that. Oh, shit. There's something I could have used. For the Fey Druid background, you can make essentially a 30-foot radius invisible camp.
That's cool.
So things to know for tonight.
Good.
Well, it's now
Is this
morning.
Yeah,
Right.
it's now
Is this
morning.
save throw or just straight?
Saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, I got 17.
Okay.
No.
Oh, I got a 20.
Nice. What did you roll,
My
Serena?
cheap dice is
I
really
rolled a
nice
16,
to
it's
me.
+1.
23.
got a 3.
You gain a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
I got it.
I guess.
It's just because we're sleepy.
Yeah, because we didn't fully rest.
You gain a level of exhaustion as well.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd be happy to burn my second wind to be able to keep going instead of using it in combat. For the day. Or that's more for HP repair.
Yeah,
it's
that's an
not-
HP.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'll take 1 point of exhaustion. That just it takes -1 on your swings, right? Or is it just one roll is
I'm trying to remember what the first level of
Disadvantage on ability check.
that's what it was.
Okay, so cure wounds would not.
No, not cure wounds. You need like greater
You need-
restoration.
Yeah.
You gotta sleep.
Okay, sweet.
Well, since
We're
I
just
did not
sleep.
get a point of exhaustion, if we're just going to sleep during the day, I can have watch. And then can I use my nat 19 for that perception since it wasn't used for the last one?
No, sorry.
Darn it.
But if you guys do want to take a nap now that you've gotten closer, you can.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay, so I'm going to use my
If somebody
Fey
keeps
ability.
guiding,
I'll-
I'm gonna
I'll
try and
watch.
sleep on the lizard.
I'll keep watch.
Okay.
I can also keep watch. 'Cause
Perception checks and for those on watch, and you're just gonna hit the hay.
Yeah,
Okay.
us two are gonna sleep because we.
So could you read me that ability so I have a better idea what it does?
Yeah.
Ooh, those two need to sleep the whole.
I'm going to be at 23 for perception.
Okay.
Mine was a 15. Or no. Yeah, 15.
So, during a short or long rest, you invoke the shattering power of the glowing corp to help guard your respite. At the start of the rest, you touch a point in space, and an invisible 30-foot radius sphere of magic appears centered on that point. Total cover blocks the sphere. While within the sphere, we gain a plus 5 bonus to stealth and wisdom checks, and any light from open flames isn't visible outside it.
Okay.
You are Jesus.
13.
I am Fey Jesus.
Yeah, he is Fey Jesus.
You have
too.
water walk too, don't you?
Yeah, he
I
does.
do. I cannot grow a beard, though.
Oh, you can walk on water.
Oh no.
If you
Alright,
get the Bell of Dwarven kind, you could.
Alright, so through the watch while those sleep, you do see the moving sand mound again, but it is no longer coming in your direction, and the thumps are not present either.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so now it would be probably sometime around noon, after the people who needed to have rested so they can
Hey,
remove their exhaustion.
I'm assuming that we've been using the salve this whole time.
Yes, that's what I was assuming as well.
Great.
So that way we're not burning.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna say I put salve on just in case. That was not clear.
We have been eating and drinking.
It's like there's a reason
I
I
went to
bought
the bathroom.
30, so we didn't have to worry about it for a bit. Because one tin should last us each
person 10 days.
Yeah, each person 10
So
days.
you're
Nah,
good.
I wanted to make sure we had a full
For sure, bringing that on future adventures, though.
That's also why I bought 30. It's like you didn't say there's an expiration date on it, so
It probably does because they're plant based, but I
It
don't know.
wouldn't say what that is or...
No,
So
I mean,
what if-
people didn't believe in the expiration dates.
I mean at this time there's probably not such a thing as an expiration date.
No.
You just use it till it's gone.
Or use it until it's bad.
Yeah, like
So we're well deeper into the desert than people usually go, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
and we have not run into major trouble, so the prep was
Because you're better at staying away from trouble than random commoners.
Yeah, that
that's
sounds
lovely.
fair. So,
We actually might have a chance.
anyone have a bag of holding?
No.
No.
Oh.
We haven't even run into one yet.
Well, technically you did, but it was a
it
lie.
Yeah,
That's
it was a lie.
There's a duplicate one, right?
Yeah, it was a
It's
fake
hobby.
duplicate.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess we're not going to be collecting sand and ruining the market.
Nope.
No, we don't.
Not
64
that
cubic
way.
feet of sand. Although I think that would probably overweight it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just have like a bag and you just
I
like.
was thinking a cubic yard, and that was it.
Are we taking turns napping or like just moving on? Because I guess the rest of us didn't really need to nap, right?
Yeah.
You
it was
could
just
have
mostly-
since we just moved through the whole night, so rather than. But either way, we could move at this point. It is noon, but we can see the towers.
Mhm.
You get there.
How bright is it through the glasses? Like, can we actually look in that direction, or is it too bright?
You can still look in that direction, but
Does it
if
look like a fucking star is sitting there?
the
Almost?
towers themselves aren't shining, it's the sand around the towers, and it is like looking at just a... I'm trying to think of a good way to describe it. It looks like you're looking at a field of snow.
Okay, so it's that. It's
But
that.
it's not
like
Right.
bright.
It's like you.
Okay.
It's like when you step out on like in the middle of winter and it just blasts you.
Cool. I just want to make sure because the bright, so.
It takes you a second for your eyes to adjust, but it's not.
But we can still see that, like, that is definitely brighter
Yeah.
than what's around it. Okay. Cool.
Alrighty.
Then I think we just continue on.
Keep
It's
going.
we've been able to make water. We're doing okay. The sand mound stayed away. I'm terrified for what we're going to find in the middle of those things because the amount of magical energy is a little terrifying. It's
I seriously am starting to wonder if your item has anything to do with this because it sure as heck is starting to feel like it.
But the
It
thing
would be
wasn't done
interesting.
yet.
mm-hmm.
Somebody
I
tampered
mean,
with
just because it's not done doesn't mean it doesn't do things.
Doesn't mess things
Or
up.
it was the cause of something go go boom.
We're gonna find out.
So help me, if we like grab this thing and fix it and everything becomes a tropical oasis, that'd actually be really nice. Never mind.
it.
Well, except for that whole community's economy. That'll be in the toilet, but...
I think they'll take it for fresh water.
Yeah.
Depends.
Could be, but
Okay.
Alright, so you guys travel on. It's not hard to find the towers because they're quite obvious.
Massive.
And there must have been some kind of trick of the light because when you get to the towers, they're not as tall as they seem from far away, because they're only like maybe 50 to 100 feet tall, and
they look like mile high
Yeah.
or something. Okay.
and
Like,
That's a tower.
and the tops of them are each a bit like they're not right next to each other. They're spread out, probably 500 feet apart in a square-ish shape, and their tops are kind of jagged and broken.
Okay. Are there doors
So-
going?
There
yeah,
are
it's just 4 towers standing there.
So
There-
is it like castle towers, or is it like weird obelisk style?
It looks like a castle tower if the tower was made from like one solid piece instead of bricks on bricks on bricks.
So
Interesting. So
I wonder.
I
What's,
don't want to walk into the middle of them. Like, before we get up, if I can see like there's a line between 2 of the 500 feet, I don't want to walk in the middle of it. So
Can Sava fly up and look?
as soon as I see that, though, I want to just everybody like, hey, just because magic, and we can all see the ground here, let's not walk in the middle of these quite yet. Yeah? Because we're here looking for something, but we don't know what it is, and I don't want to find out by getting our brains zapped or something.
there's no like windows or doors or anything with these towers, right?
Not that you can see.
Even higher up.
I was actually going to say, Thaba, do you want to take a little flight and see what's up there? We'll go to the base of
That's
the
what I was going to
closest
plan
one
to
we
do.
can
That's why I was
reach.
asking
Okay.
if there was anything
Yeah.
that I could see higher up. That I would go investigate.
No open windows.
I'll go in through the broken roof then.
When you fly up to the top of the tower, you can see like it looks like stairs heading down in the just like center of the tower. So it looks like a castle tower that had the top knocked off.
I am thinking there's something below.
Yeah.
Gin, fight, gin, fight.
Yeah, right.
It is 500 feet between. Do you want to check all 4 of them?
I would.
See if they each have
I-
stairs going
I
down?
think
or-
this is Avatar the library scene.
That's what I think.
It does feel that way.
So do you want to fly us up and we can go down? Because I'd be fine to just go. It's hot out here. It's probably like, 2, 3 in the afternoon.
Probably getting there.
Like, just about to get to the hottest point.
Yeah. I'll come back say, alright, which one do we want to go in?
Hopefully they all go
I'll
to the same
tie
spot.
a thing up and you guys can start climbing while I go check out the other ones.
We'll start climbing this one. We're closest to it.
Alright,
So
tie a hook off and get
Yeah,
climbing
we're-
while I go check out the other ones.
All right, as you fly around a circuit around the towers, they all look relatively the same, just like stairs leading down into the towers.
And then I have the horrible thought of, hey, I'm going to go in this one while they're over there.
you can do that.
If you want.
No
That
one's gonna
seems like
no one can physically stop
mistake.
you.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
I
they're
can.
they're 500 feet apart. Like, we can see you, but
I'm sorry.
Yes, I will hover around and wait till someone has started down so that I can, because I want to see if we can get down to the same level.
all right. We don't have our communicator stones yet, though. So
I know
just
that.
you can send
I-
a message to him, though, right?
I can send message to.
All right,
Oh,
let's.
that's right. You send message as well.
I have to
Wait a
look and see, but
I'm gonna go first down our stairs.
Obviously,
That's a
not
safety
no
thing.
scale here, but
Yeah.
so most of the party is going down this one. Which one are you going to go down?
That one.
Opposite
Directly
ends.
across.
That's the farthest one away.
Can you send somebody a message, please, to tell us what you're doing?
absolutely not.
You don't have to. So I'm just gonna be standing up there, and
It's like,
then
because I know I have sending. Do I have message, which is the lower one? It doesn't have to.
The lower
Message
one
has
only.
a short
Yeah, I was going to say it's only 120 feet.
Oh, super short range.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you wanted to burn a third level spell slot to send them.
yeah,
no,
maybe
not
down.
until I get
That's-
down to the bottom.
Well, you could fly over to us and just say like, "Hey, I'm gonna go down this
No,
way."
that's the thing. I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
Yeah, I'm not telling you. It's like, you guys are over there, you guys can see me, I'll be like, bye!
Like,
Okay, so as soon as she goes down, I'm just I'm going first. Just start walking down.
there you go.
I'm gonna keep, just because I do want to try this spear out. I'm gonna have the spear out first
Okay.
and have a shield on my left hand. I think
Yes, spear.
in the
Spears are versatile.
well, I think I have to be in the stained. It's not domain,
Right,
So
you
I
would
have to
be
in
knight.
the bloodstained knight. Okay, it was mostly I was checking to make sure I have it on the right side. for what
Alright.
it can do.
So, both parties descend down into the tower, and you make it probably about to the level of where the ground would be when they open up into, like, side tunnels, and you can't travel any farther down the towers itself as it is filled with sand. You can see that there were stairs to go farther down, but it's filled.
And then there are tunnels that go like this way.
Yes. Well, yes, both directions. So she would see something like this, and you guys would see something like this.
Alright.
And there's also, well, it wouldn't go all the way across, but there is another opening like this way.
But it's got sand.
There would be like probably a balcony at some point.
No, not a balcony, because you can see that it goes,
Well, it's underground.
yeah, but there's also like, it's an interior space that would have something like this that you guys can't see. So there's
Okay.
things connecting the walls and an area inside the walls that is also traversable.
So once we get down to the bottom, is there like 3 paths from the bottom portion we get? There's
Yeah.
one that's just straight through. So
you hit the
let's
bottom
get down
of
to
the
that and
section,
then
you
we'll be
go
like,
that way.
We got shovels.
who wants to pick? Oh,
That
and I'm
way.
not digging that much. That way?
Okay, let's go.
You go that way, I'll go this way.
Hey, we're splitting
That's
up the
not a
party.
good idea.
Yeah. How about if we don't do that?
Yep. The second I said it was a bad idea, wasn't it? Mm.
And I've already done
Okay,
it.
then let's try and find lava. So let's at least go down this one. I imagine there's another tunnel if there's one here.
Okay.
But we can get across all 4 of the towers. So let's start going.
Okay, start exploring.
Mm-hmm.
Done
So
crawling.
you guys head this way. What is Thava doing?
Without knowing where we're going.
Yeah, without knowing which way you guys would be going, I would assume that this connects, and then I would be like, okay, I want to go this way.
All right. Are you guys just walking
and I will go
or
this way and then that way.
okay?
So I'm still going.
Our
that
direction
way.
ish, and we're going this way, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that's where you pointed.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then I just want to walk down the main hall.
So you're just going to walk?
Do we want to just walk, or should we do?
Sneak or check for traps or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I
like
should probably
at
do
this
my
point,
rope
like,
crap.
I could lead with a shield and my spear and just be like,
and it's probably
time to
really
cook
dark
everything.
down there, so I'm casting
Oh, yeah.
light.
It is dark. It's like pitch black. There's
Do I have lights? Okay, yeah. we
pretty
have
sure
some
everyone
lights,
except for
like-
you has dark vision. Or
I have dark vision.
Yes, I do not. Which
I was
is
gonna
why
say
I'm
you're the
actually
one
light.
person. Yeah.
And maybe now you can see where I am.
I'll take
Considering we're almost 1,000 feet away from you, probably not.
them. Interesting, I actually do not have light. I don't either.
Because you went down over here. We're over here.
I mean, I have
So-
fairy fire, but
Yes,
that's
and
different.
that's
We're-
500 feet.
We just went
roughly.
in here. And you decided to
which
go
would
to
be
the
right
middle
about
interior.
theirs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I just mean since we don't know where you are, we're assuming this is the direction. We don't know what's in here. So,
Mhm.
I do have a torch.
okay. I don't know if we need it. Because
Well,
all of us have dark vision.
I
we?
don't have dark
Oh,
vision.
you don't have.
Oh,
How does the ranger not have dark vision?
Because I'm an elf and I'm pretty sure that I only have...
Elves have dark vision.
pretty sure elves have dark vision.
Yeah, because
60
I'm a
feet.
half elf and I have dark vision.
Yeah.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay.
Oh, you don't?
You had dark vision as
Oh.
Elias, I assume.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because I have
Yeah,
dark
Elias
vision.
had it for Bullstone.
Yeah, I think if you are an elf in any way, shape, or form, you have dark vision. That's like a racial trait.
Okay.
All right. So is somebody going to light something up so that? Okay.
Do you have a spell for it or whatnot?
Nope.
Okay.
You just have a torch.
I had the option of
Um,
getting light, but I was like, no.
So again, I don't think I should be leading through here. Sheila, do you want to check for traps?
Yeah, I might as well be first.
All
Sneak and check for traps.
All right.
I'll take up the rear with my bow and arrow.
Roll stealth. You too.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? My stealth is an 11.
How do I have better? Okay, that would be under.
Also, since you're wearing heavy armor,
Investigation 0.
it's stealth, not investigation.
Let's still
Would-
slide down further which would be disadvantage because I'm noisy.
Yeah, because you're wearing heavy armor. Well, they
Same
both.
thing, both
Maybe
plus
having
one,
my friend was a mistake.
so 9.
So you're off on your own, just clunk, 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 clunk.
With a bright light.
So you could
I don't know where I'm going.
you could probably hear her from just the way things echo around, but you can't really tell which
Yeah, we
direction.
can't tell where she is though.
I mean,
So,
I
like-
barely was any better. I was 11 for some weird reason. This dice is also ingy at me. I'll give it one more chance. But I could also just be looking out for traps. Would that be like
That would be investigation or perception.
probably
Do that
perception
also.
because it has more? You get one more chance. Oh, there we go. Nat 19.
Okay.
That's why I wasn't very stealthy. I was hardcore looking for traps.
So, well, your paranoid searching reveals that this area is not trapped. There doesn't appear to be anything that would cause you harm. And since you were rolling perception, you hear her, and you hear a thumping noise, and the wind is starting to pick up in the hallway.
Inside the hallway.
Inside. So not like coming down from...
No, it's coming from somewhere farther in.
That's weird. Okay. I'll just let everyone know that there's a weird wind that's not coming from above. Stay on guard if you're not at this point. Also, Thava's around here somewhere. If y'all can't hear her.
Alright, so we'll say that you guys have made it a little bit of a ways through. Are you guys just going to continue on?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, no point stopping.
Yeah.
Alright. As you travel on, you find that there is a door right about here. It is a large double door.
Oh, that will let me go in?
Yeah.
I will note it and go, I've learned about going in things by myself. I've lost friends that way. Because, yeah, when you went up into the loft and just disappeared, I'll be like, I don't want to disappear. We'll keep going. I'm like, I'll clock it and then keep going.
Alright. We'll say that you guys continue on. You've made it to about here.
Okay.
Thava will be around here.
Is
She-
there an entrance?
Yeah,
again?
she would see that.
So we can hear her a lot louder now.
Right.
Okay.
You
So
will probably pick up the torchlight soon.
Our torchlights will see each other.
yeah, I was gonna say, do we need? I was gonna ask one of you. So do you guys think Thava's closer now?
Yeah.
I know she's
Can
gonna
one of
sound
you send
louder.
a quick message, like
Do I have to see her?
the cantrip one?
You don't have to see her to use...
But you can try and send it.
Right,
If they're
'cause it goes
within that
around
range.
corners.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I could... Microphone?
It's more just to see if she's
Yeah.
within this much range.
Yeah, I'll just send a message to what I assume is Thava.
Yeah.
And
And
just
just-
be like,
We'll just say, like, is this Thava or something?
yo, Thava.
Yeah, or
Well,
just
she doesn't
Thava.
have message to send back, so I don't know if she did
Message
that.
has an automatic return function.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. Be like, if this is Thava... I don't like that.
I think if you target a creature, it goes to them, so if Thava wasn't within range, it would just fail.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll be like, hey, Thava, we'll be meeting up with you soon. Do you want to join the party?
I'm coming. I found a door. I learned my lesson.
And as you say that, a strong wind blows the door open, and a few swirling vortexes of wind and a floating suit of armor come out of the door.
Fun.
That seems not great.
Glad I didn't!
So
The last
let's
you
roll
hear-
initiative.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm probably close enough to you guys to hear me actually yell, glad I didn't!
Lol.
As soon as she yells, glad I didn't, Flint's gonna, second he hears that, takes off running.
Alright,
Like,
well,
not even a question about it.
Well, see.
There's a reason the man picked up swimming. It's to improve his endurance and speed. We're going.
And your breathing ability?
Well, just swimming's really great for endurance in
It is.
general, so I just assumed swimming's probably the best
Identification
all-around
code for
workout he
what?
could do to just improve general health.
Yeah.
probably just a spam.
Uh-huh.
And we have
Here's your
like,
identification code from a 5-digit number.
cool.
No,
Yeah,
go
that's
away.
spam.
I don't want you. Go away.
Alright, What did everybody get?
13.
14.
Dirty 20.
Do you have a proficiency to...
No.
Okay, just 14.
12.
So it's... What's you guys' dex?
Better.
18.
Mine is most likely better. Hold up.
My dex is.
My dex is
+5.
a +3. It's a 17.
Alright, so...
Serena has 20 dex.
Went and then...
Were we both 14? Or were...
Yeah, you were both 14.
Oh, you and I were both 14.
Yeah.
So...
I think I'm more dexterous than you, though. Because you have a +3. I'm at 18, so I'm a +4.
Oh, so you barely have more.
Yeah, are you at
dex.
17?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
barely.
I just leveled it up, too, because I wanted it just a little bit better.
Alright, so first up is Flint.
Okay.
Should we break out the
Wait,
battle map,
weren't
or
you
do
at
you guys want to
30-20?
just...
So wouldn't he be first because he had Dork Dirty 20?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the F was for Flores, not Flint.
I was like, wait.
Like, Flint's gonna try and start running, but it sounds like he's quicker. Which,
Longer legs.
Longer, like, hold up, move.
because we're still over here, right? We gotta run and
Right.
Yeah,
catch
you're
up to
about
Tom.
right here. Like, we're really close to each other because I'm here and you're there. So
Yeah.
it's not that far. But now there are things standing outside the doorway.
Just standing, not running.
Well, they broke out the door was the last thing she saw.
Okay.
Alright, so... Flores is first.
Okay, I'm going to move toward where Thave is. And if I get close enough to
Will we need the
see
battle
her-
map for spacing?
Might want to get the battle map for spacing. Or since these are all painted, well, not painted, but covered, let's just break out this one. Alright, excuse me. There are some minis on the table behind you for if you want to use them. So we'll say that you guys are here.
Oh, so pretty thin hallways.
Well, I actually meant to make them,
Double.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Got it.
And then, so
But the one that shot off, it's like, yeah, okay.
my brain is not working.
It's all
That's a
right.
move.
Yeah.
Could someone pass me a water bottle?
There's one left. Or there's two left. Okay.
Not bad.
Yes. It's a little weird because you've got an outer thing and then you've got an inner thing.
Just the whole thing.
Yep.
Also, if you guys are still hungry after my turn, I can go make more popcorn. I have 2 more bags.
How much popcorn did we have yesterday, though?
I didn't have that much, actually.
I was being a popcornaholic and just kept going back for popcorn.
Why not? The reason why we keep eating popcorn is because we're all hungry for lunch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
2.
Mm-hmm.
2 o'clock.
I can provide more popcorn. I have more at home.
Alright, so you guys are somewhere down here. Fava is right about here.
Okay.
And the things are somewhere around here.
Okay. I don't know.
Does that
So
work?
it's me.
Because
Yeah.
I'm imagining that Sheila's probably
it's
in
me.
front. I'm probably right behind her just in
Yeah.
case to jump in and, like, if something's gonna hit you, I can just chuck you behind me and, like, nope. Woo!
Oh.
Fun.
Those are just used as place markers, and that's not what they actually look
Demon number 2, let's go!
The skeletons are
Is that
taller
good for
than
you? Or did you
him.
already pick one? No, you have yours.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that is all
There's a
4.
Can we
skeleton
all-
and a zombie.
Can we all see them yet, or do we need to?
No,
Well,
because
we're
We
right
just heard it.
there's a wall right here.
We just heard Thava. He gets to go first, so what are you doing, bud?
I'm going to move up as much as my movement speed will allow.
Yeah. I think it's like 30 or so.
6?
Yeah.
3?
Do you want to dash, or are you just going to...
Do I have line of sight on Thava?
No.
I was thinking he barely does. 'Cause
Barely.
Like, I would think he
But
just
you
got
would not
around-
have line of sight
He's
on the
just
creatures.
rounding-
That's
he's
okay.
just rounding
Thava's
the
what I
corner.
want. So I'm going to pull out the banner and Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Plus
You-
2 AC.
Okay.
Cool.
I no longer like sitting, so I'm gonna be standing up for a hot second. It's
Since you-
literally hurting for me to sit.
Since you like stopped in your boom, I'm actually gonna keep running because I saw you stopped and used your banner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna use my dash and I'm gonna run past him.
Okay.
And as I go through here, just yell, Thava, how big?
As you pass through that area, you see more creatures down this way.
Oh
Oh
god.
no,
Okay.
we're literally
So I'm probably
surrounded.
just gonna stop here then.
Oh, oh boy, choke points.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
I still have to dash to get to there.
We
Though,
are
so.
gonna die.
But these
no
one-
one's gonna know because we're inside a tower.
Oh no.
And
No,
these ones
we're
look
fine.
different. They are big, hulking chunks of stone.
Ah, yes.
If I have 2 rounds to set up, it will be very difficult for anyone to kill us.
I know,
Yep.
but like, I just like the thought that we just disappear off the face of the planet and no one finds our bodies.
All right.
Poor lizards.
Sheila is up next.
we become the next unexplained.
Sheila is up next.
I'm just gonna run. Gosh, what's my speed? 30 feet? Yeah, that's not a lot. So,
Probably just.
yeah, ish. Maybe not like be in the way. Yeah,
Just next to.
yeah. Just I hear
Next to-
stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm a range pokey, not a up close and personal poke.
Okay,
That's your
so
job.
As I hear you guys getting close, I'm gonna say,
Okay.
alright, looks like we might have to choke point him.
Popcorn round 3. Where did my little thing go? Oh, it's back there.
Boom.
Alright, I'll be back again. Please don't kill me in the next 2.5 minutes.
It is Thava's turn.
Okay. Oh, do I want to join my friends or do I want to turn around and face stuff?
So as I see Thava, and since I saw there's more down the other hall too! We might have to break out for a bit. Nope, just set up a wall. Hit stuff as it comes.
Yeah. Let's see. There are 3 of them. We'll go roar, boom, boom. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Like, this way too, and go. Never mind.
It's like,
Back
oh, I
up.
saw my friends. I can hit you. Oh, never mind.
Thea's turn.
It's like there's too many.
Thea?
Yeah, I'm gonna run up and try to be right about here.
It was just moved.
So this from here is like
because I don't.
You're gonna have to dash.
Yeah,
so that'll be your action
that'll
this
just
turn.
be my action for this turn.
Okay.
Do
It is.
you want to get that close? Because
Well, I have to be able to see any of them in order to shoot.
yeah, but so what I'm hoping happens is they come and start stacking in front of me and Baba like here, so you guys can be back a little bit and just kind of pot shot through us, rather than having to like have you open and get hit. Because we don't know how
I
fast
assumed you
these
guys
can
were
move.
running up to them, but
Well, yeah, we are,
Not
but that's our turn. This is as far as I can move right now. Until my next round, I have no way to defend you.
I also don't want to be blocking the path. Maybe right here.
You can't block it for us. That's one of the perks of movement is you can move through allies.
Well, just right there.
Okay.
All right, which means it's the monster's turn. So
Oh, and I have the shield and the spear out right now.
30. So these 2 are going to make an attack on Thava.
If I hadn't rushed them first, I could have got away, or at least kind of.
The first one, the one represented by the demon, makes 3 attacks against you.
That's the suit of armor that's like floating.
Right.
3 attacks?
15 misses.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one's going to be hit with a 26.
Yep.
And then it does...
These are air elementals, and her, then rock elementals, probably some water elementals and fire
How do you...
elementals. It's a floating suit of armor.
For 7
Yeah.
damage.
These are very
Elemental is what I am
chunky.
asking.
You said these were very
What was
chunky
that?
dudes.
7
that looked
damage.
Like they were made out of
Okay.
rock.
That is not what I'm asking. I'm
7
asking
for 1 hit, and then
Oh,
the
you
third
hit them.
strike.
That's it.
And then third attack is going to miss with a 9. And then the other one gets 2 attacks.
So you're okay so far. Like
Yeah.
they're
The
catching
first-
your back.
The first one misses at a 19. Because you've got Shield of Faith, so you're up at 22.
Jesus.
And that's a 19, so that'll be a total of 26.
So they hit, but it just bounces off because Shield of Faith. Ding, ding.
Let's see.
You're just standing there, I believe!
For a total of 11 damage. And then it's these people's turn. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Which brings us back to the top. It is now Floris's turn.
Oh, Floris, yeah.
That was quick.
Most people just moved.
Yeah, like, a lot of us just had to run to get into range.
Apologize. For some reason, this bag didn't have as much popcorn in it, but I have one more bag.
How dare!
I know, right? Like, I had control over that.
I'm good.
I'll just put that, like, right there. Move that out of the way.
Cool. I have this favorite. Why am I just not showing my favorites? Let's do it.
Also, if you guys like Mountain Dew, the mango one is really good.
I like the gold one too, that's the pineapple Baja.
Well, it's basically just the pineapple Baja from like 2 years ago.
A tiny person for the
And I
tall
love
person.
it.
It's
That
so
pineapple
good.
Baja is so good.
I love the mango one because you originally could only get it at KFC.
Yep.
That was by far the
Well,
best.
so that's actually not the same mango.
It's a different mango?
different one that it's actually not a mango that's at KFC. It's called Sweet Lightning.
Yeah.
It tastes like Picho rings.
But I got mango from it. That's why I thought it was the same thing. But
Oh no, it's a different blend.
maybe it is peach. But
Alright.
Can I delay myself in the initiative? There's nothing that I want to
we're just gonna
act
keep
upon
touching
right
hands.
now.
You could set a reaction for some, like, after somebody else does something.
I want to wait until the monsters get closer and potentially bulk up against the shield wall,
Okay.
and then cast Moonlight.
Okay.
Nice.
So when they get closer, you'll cast Moon.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is your turn. It is now Flint's turn.
Okay, I'm just going to transform some stuff. Okay, that's right. Sorry, I was just making sure I reread Defender's Rage to make sure it's right. Okay. So I'm gonna, because I'm thinking I'm not gonna be most of the damage this fight. I'm planning on tanking, so I'm going to stay here and just prepare to like attack them as soon as they get within 5 feet of range.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. So, from what I understand, with having spear mastery from this item,
Right.
will I be able to use my maneuvers as well
Yes.
with that? Okay, then yeah, I'll just be prepping. I am gonna stand there to save 2 actions so that when they do come into range, I can smack them as soon as they get in range and then get them again, at least. So use my extra attacks bit. So I'm waiting. I'm gonna yell, Thava, come back to me so we can put a full line up.
They'll
That'll
hit me
give him
again.
an opportunity attack.
All right, keep them there. I'll fine. I'm still just gonna wait because I would like to try and keep it at least blocked off so you guys have good line of sight on these guys too. Yeah, board and shielding. So I do just have a basic shield, so it's just 1 AC plus
2.
Is it always 2 on basic?
Shields start with 2.
Okay.
So you have an AC of 20 because you've also got plate.
Yep.
All right. So after Flint is Ashila.
I want to go in a little bit more. How wide is that hallway? Is it like a 1 per person kind of a deal? Or?
The connecting hallway is 5 feet wide.
Okay, so it is a 1 per person. So I am going to. I want to get in enough that people can get through, but I basically want to throw my knife.
Okay. At which one?
What actually looks like they could get hit by a knife? Because you
This
said,
side?
I think Thava might be in the most immediate danger, but
but I don't know if a knife can actually hit air.
Yeah,
That's true.
these just look like floating suits of armor, right?
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
like rock.
And these look like rocky
They-
beams on suits of armor.
A suit of
Or-
armor and 2 whirlwinds.
Oh, okay, so it is just whirlwind.
Yeah.
They all could be damaged by a knife because that's just how the game works.
Also, isn't it a magical knife?
That too.
Yeah. So
From the way they look, the whirlwinds look like they would be the easiest to hit.
Okay. Well, if I think whatever will hit, I'll go for it. So I'm actually going to be more like right here, so people can actually like walk through and not block.
Okay.
So with the knife, is it just like one? Like it's 2 turns, or is it just one and that's it?
It's one. You can throw both of them in one turn.
Okay.
And then they'll be back.
Okay. I have no clue how much it actually hits, because it just says dagger +1 times 3.
Oh, that means there are 3 daggers. They all add 1 to hit for your like normal attack. So like it would be your dex plus your proficiency +1.
Alright.
So like when you're making a normal attack.
So basically...
And then however much damage a normal dagger does.
+1. Which is a d4. Those thing is...
It's a d4 + 3, but it's auto-return, which is
And
nice.
since Thava's standing next to those 2, sneak attack.
Oh, perfect. That's right. Okay. So,
Oh, Kiritsuru.
Yeah.
You're like, hold up, which one is this one?
This doesn't sound like cursed armor.
Okay. So since it's a dagger, so normal hit DC is +7, so it'd be +8,
Yes.
technically? Okay. First one. 14 + 8 is like 20.
22 hits.
Perfect. Do you want me just to go hit for both and then attack for both? And only the first one is sneak attack.
Right.
Oh, that's a nat 2.
Oh, no,
That's
that one's not going to
hit.
hit.
So it's like, hit, but they both auto-return, which is blessed. So that would be a 1d4 + 3, but with the sneak attack.
And then another +1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Okay.
So, and then sneak attack.
Let me get my... Hold up. Where's my little triangles? Triangle dice, where are you? I know there we go. Here's 2.
No, you're not. We're not.
Where is my sneak attack? Of course, at the very bottom. Oh, it's 2. So it's 5d4 basically, +2.
I thought sneak attack was d6s.
This one still. Oh, it is a d6. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. It's been a while. Get my normal dice. Do I only have 3? Yeah. Okay. I'll just do this. 6, 8, 10 plus 4, so 14.
14 damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's not bad.
that's not awful.
Which one were you attacking? One of the whirlwinds, but which one?
Whirlwinds.
The one with the spear, the one with... Well, I guess it'd be the one with the spear, without the spear, because...
Yeah, it's in front.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just fling, and it comes back. I'm going to keep these out, because I'm probably going to do that multiple times. Oh, wait, I have another D. Okay, sick. That's perfect. Oh, how do I have so many of these? Wonderful.
Alright, so after Ashila is Thava.
Right there. I'm gonna hit you. Nope. 2.
Okay, second attack.
17.
That'll hit. Which one are you attacking? The one that she already hit, or the bigger one?
Probably the bigger one. Come on. Show me.
Alright.
I don't know what my
Last bag.
other thing is, so I'm still using my other 1d8 plus 1d10 plus. Is that a 10? Yeah, that's a 10.
Nice.
9 plus 5 is 14.
So you deal 14 damage to the bigger one.
I haven't learned how to use my new thing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Hits it with the warhammer.
Yep.
Alright, after Thava is Thea.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna walk to about here so I can see.
Yeah, just right behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at one of the ones on this side. But can I... I'm trying to remember... Because I have on here I get to attack twice with each weapon, and I'm not sure if that's including bows or if that's short swords.
That's including bows.
Okay. Can I cast a spell and attack, or does
No.
attacking count as an action?
Attacking is an action, casting a spell is an action.
Okay, I'll just do the 2 attacks then on one of these guys.
Which one? This is the biggest one. These are smaller.
I'll just do the biggest one.
Because I am
That's
my
2,
spear, not damage. It is not damage.
5.
It is protection. Well, it
6.
can be damage. It can very much be damage if I need it to be.
So that's a total of 6 damage, and then I don't get the +5, right?
No, you do.
Okay, so then that's 11 for
Okay.
the first attack.
Which one were you attacking?
The big one.
Okay.
The other one's going to be a total of 10, so I'm guessing that does not hit.
Yeah, that's a miss. Right, so
How tall are these hallways?
about 10 feet.
So he's almost bumping his head.
Theoretically speaking, if one of those air elementals got, repeatedly shoved upward into the ceiling, would it potentially die?
Are you levitating it, perhaps?
One of my spells is wind balls, and I can shape 50 feet of wind, 1 foot thick, however I want. It blocks gases and small creatures from passing through. But if I shape it in a way that they're entirely inside that, just like thump.
I don't think it... Well, I believe there's a save against getting pushed. And it wouldn't... Well, I know it deals bludgeoning damage to begin with. So they take damage from that. I don't think they would take damage from smashing into the ceiling. Because I think you have to... I'm trying to remember. It's 1d6 per 10 feet. But it would also count as non-magical bludgeoning damage with them smashing into the ceiling.
Oh yeah, so it'd be lesser.
Right,
But
so...
if you bring them up and they stop it, then they would have to smack to the ground.
It's an air elemental. They have no gravity.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
also...
have
Essentially, they'd just be pinned to the ceiling.
It's
Alright.
also... I'm thinking
Which
that
is
we
also
don't
kinda
have more
funny.
than, like,
Right.
maybe 10 feet up.
Yeah.
At most. Like, it's probably a thin hall.
So it is the monster's turn now.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Punch.
1, 2, 3.
Moonbeam.
I'm
And
gonna say, he's delayed first, so...
yep, so that goes off. So they all need to make a Constitution saving throw, I believe.
Yes.
Let's see.
I like how it takes exactly 2.5 minutes.
That's a fail. That's... What's your DC?
Goofy background still.
By the way, speaking of, I would have brought to share,
13?
but they're stupid.
Okay,
hard to
so
find.
that's a fail.
All good.
The second one, and then the third one is also a fail, so roll full damage.
15.
Okay.
Nice.
Hold on.
And then it's...
This is why I
Isn't it
sunk
15
all of
now?
my
Of course.
fancy item stuff into one really nice thing.
So, oh wait, the other one as well.
Yeah.
Well, they still get attacks
That is
off,
pretty
so they'll probably all launch against Zach.
Okay. I'm planning on that, so...
You were going to attack one of them as soon as they stepped into range.
Yep.
The big one stepped in first, so make your 2 attacks.
Oh, trip attack. I'm
Okay.
going to burn his superiority dice because I want to make him trip.
Mhm.
So on this attack, if it connects and he's going to trip.
Well-
Essentially.
I think he gets a strength save, but
It's page 74. Let's check. This is why I'm doing this, because I'd rather just know. Trip attack. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 superiority dice to attempt to knock the target down. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. If the target is large or small, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, you knock the target prone.
okay.
And it is large, right?
Right.
Okay, then I'm gonna...
If it was huge, it would not fit in the corridor.
No. Gonna try and hit it, though. That was awful. That is a... I only get a plus... Do I get my proficiency as well because I have
Yes.
Sphere Mastery? Okay, so...
You get your proficiency because you're proficient with simple weapons.
Okay, so that's going to be a 13.
That's a miss.
Okay.
But that means that seeing as you didn't hit, you don't expend the
Yeah, I can't
superiority die.
So I'll use my extra attack
Mm-hmm.
on the big one again.
Oh,
I cannot roll for shit.
Neither can I.
It's going to be 14.
That's
Still not, right? Okay.
right.
Then I'll, for my second action, I'm just going to keep trying to hit him. I'm learning how to use a spear, okay?
Okay.
It's my first time. I rolled a 3, then I rolled a 4, now I rolled a 5. So that's a 15. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No.
Okay.
Well, the 3 creatures just launched 7 attacks against you, the highest of which was a 19.
Oh, so
None of them hit.
So I'm seriously just like...
It's a tickle fight!
Like, just trying to hit them as they're... Yeah.
Is there with him?
Okay.
So back to the top of the round.
Perfect.
Hey, it's your turn again.
Nope, Flora starts.
Floris.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because I delayed it and then took my action, now I'm after the creature. Am I just before the creatures? Or
No,
still just...
you're still in the same place. Holding your action just has it
Oh.
go off, then initiative remains the same.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Okay, so I have my standard with a concentration spell, myself with a concentration spell.
I don't know how much you can do.
Yeah.
You can cast normal spells,
True.
or you could go in and start hitting people.
You're at the back of the line.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
think
way
you
back
can
there.
hit anyone physically.
Are there rocks on the ground?
Yes, there would be rocks and just bits of random debris on the ground.
Okay. I'm going to pick up 3 of them and bonus action cast Magic Stone and just start chucking them.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
What's the magic stone do?
It's basically my throwing spell. I imbue them with magic and I chuck them using my casting mod instead of strength.
And that way they also count as magical, so back passes resistances.
And
Yep.
they hit like a mother...
Yep.
Alright, so make your attack roll.
Well, also, these aren't evil, right?
No.
Okay. 15. At least 22.
Okay, that definitely hits.
At least 22.
Which one are you aiming at?
The big one.
The big of earth or air?
Earth.
Okay.
They're the ones that are in
Right
sight
there.
for me at the moment.
Alright, so how much damage?
So that was 1, 5. Is there anything else on that? I can't remember. I think just 5 damage.
Okay. Which brings us to Flint's turn.
Cool. I'm just going to swing at the big guy
Okay.
at this point because I need to hit something.
Take your 2 swings.
It'll be 3. But that one is going to hit because that's going to be a 21. Yeah.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay, awesome.
You going to attempt your trip this time, or?
Yeah, I'm going to expend 1 superiority die. So I'll go down to 4. I'll add the d6 of damage onto there. So it's going to be... What is 1d8 piercing? Okay, so 7, and then should I... It says plus 1d6 stacking bleed versus evil. These aren't evil, so that won't affect.
What's the DC on your trip?
It's strength pass, and it should... DC would be my strength modifier.
8 plus your modifier plus proficiency.
Oh, okay, so...
12, 16?
No, 8 plus 4 plus 4...
Is 16.
Yeah, so 16.
So, surprisingly, you managed to trip the big guy up.
Awesome.
Did it
Then
get
let me
roll?
add the d6 of damage to that. 4 additional.
How much was the first part?
7.
So, 11 total?
Yep.
And that means your second attack has advantage due to him being prone.
Yep. Yeah, that's way better. 20... something.
But hits.
Yeah, it hits, essentially. 7 damage again.
Well, plus
And
your
no
strength, so
security.
4.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
11.
So it was 11 last time as well. Because it was a 7, sorry. Forgot to add that in. Then I'll use my extra attack as well, just on him. Because I'd rather stab this dude, the big guy, to death first. Okay, so 21 will hit.
That'll hit.
9 plus... No.
4 is 13.
No, just 9 damage.
Oh, so you rolled a 5?
Yeah. The
Okay.
previous times I rolled a 70.
So, since you used your action surge, you still get both attacks.
No, that was 3 attacks, wasn't it? Because first one was to put him on the ground,
Right.
I stabbed him again to do more damage,
Right.
and I stabbed him a 3rd time to do more damage.
With your action surge, you get to take a second attack action, which gives you your full extra attack.
Oh,
So
so
you
I
get
have
4
so I have
attacks?
4
Yes.
attacks. Okay.
Because a max level fighter can do 8 attacks in one turn.
That's right. Okay, so 16, does that hit?
Total?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, then we're good. Still learning how to use this thing. I can't wait till I hit a crit, though. Well, because it's a 19 to 20 range for crit on this thing, so...
Let's see. Flint. Sheila's turn.
Alright. So we're getting a little packed. Except I don't really have anything that would really help with that. So I guess... Who looks...
Well, you have this guy...
Well, the guy on the ground looks the most messed up.
And you have a guy right in front of you,
Yeah.
which you would have to stab.
Yeah, which stabbing is fine. I guess... Yeah, because I can't move because there's too many people anyways. I guess I'll just go for the person right in front of me.
Okay.
So I'll do 2.
And since you can still make 2 attacks because you've got a dagger in each hand.
Yeah. That wasn't good. 5 plus 7 is like 13, so no.
That'll be a miss. Second attack.
Oof. 16?
Just barely hits.
Oh, okay. Not a sneak attack. Well...
Yes, sneak attack because
okay.
Flint's next to it.
Sick.
As is a Sheila.
Okay.
I mean, they.
So, 4 d6s. Oh gosh. 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 14, 15.
Plus your D4.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Alright. Fava's turn.
I can't really move, so it doesn't really matter.
That'll hit. Which one are you swinging at? The big one or the little?
Oh yeah, I can bardic
Bigger
inspiration
little guy.
people. I'll wait until we get to like what potentially could be a big baddie.
I'll hit the big guy.
Okay.
Come on, dice brain. 2 plus 5 is 7. Hit number 2.
That'll
One
miss.
Missed. One hit.
Alright.
Do I have bonus action options? Somewhere.
Spiritual weapon. If you have that prepared today.
Bonus action spells branding smite? What the heck are you?
It makes it so that when you hit somebody, they take an extra, 2d8 fire damage, and they glow so they can't hide.
Cool. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll hit the smaller guy.
You cast that on your weapon, and then the next time you hit somebody, it goes off.
Okay, so casted it now and I'll hit it later,
Okay.
since I already hit.
Thea's turn. Okay. So the student in front of me is probably the most immediate threat, I imagine. Is it assumed that I have the Cloak of the Devious Scout on me?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it assumed?
I would like to throw a gas bomb over here so that it hits these, because it's 10-foot radius. I want it to hit them, but not Thava.
Okay.
Nice. You can throw it right behind him.
Yeah, and that'll be my action. And then I'm going to do 2 attacks against that dude also. Or does that count as an attack?
It's your bonus action to throw that, and but it would have if attacking is an action. Unfortunately, they're immune to poison.
Are they?
Elementals are immune to poison, so the gas bomb goes off, but they don't seem to mind.
Yeah. Okay.
They're also air elementals, so I don't know if the gas would stay near them for that long, considering they're cyclones.
Okay.
But
I'll shoot that dude instead then.
Cool. Okay, make your 2 attacks.
Okay. That is a 27.
Okay, that hits.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's why I was like, a 19.
And we're doing 3d6. So
You can't roll above a 15
that's
today, but...
4,
8.
And
That's 16.
it's going to be
14 plus your dex,
Plus
so
five,
19.
Yeah, 19 damage for that first one.
Alright, that's... Jeez. Alright, second attack.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Okay. Second attack's gonna be 16.
Barely hits.
Okay.
Nice.
That's 1,
6,
6.
7, so 12 total.
Yeah.
Alright, so after that, it's the monster's turn. The earth ones need to make their save again for... Let's see. First one makes a 19, so he gets half. Second one rolls a 4, so that's full damage. Third one rolls a 15, so that's full damage as well.
9 points.
For full damage?
Full damage.
Alright, so...
I cannot do much else, but I have field control.
Alright, so now they're going to launch...
Launch.
This one's going to stand back up.
I got up.
And then, so, these two will launch 5 attacks against Flint.
Oh,
and
gosh.
then this one will make 2 attacks against Thea. Not Thea, thought Sheila, because she was the one who attacked it.
Yep.
Well, I guess you both did, but... Alright, so, first attack against... That's only a 16, that's a miss. Second one is a 7, that's a miss. And that's a 20. So
Matches.
so just barely manages to damage.
Dink.
Let's see.
Yeah, they're gonna hit me and it's gonna hurt.
You take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Alright. 2 more attacks coming your way. That's a 10. And that's a 9.
Okay.
So, alright. 2 attacks coming Sheila's way. First one is a 16
Yep.
for 5 points of damage.
Alright.
And the second one is a 13.
Miss.
Okay.
So.
Arrow.
13?
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
Airy Boy's turn. So, 7 attacks coming Thava's way.
Oh gosh.
She can take it.
Yeah, probably. That's a 19 miss.
This isn't your AC 22 right now.
That's wild.
3,
It's because he's
4.
playing a bard's man.
One actually made it through at a 26.
Damn.
Shit.
Did it crit?
No, 18. So
That's
you
the
take
most...
8 points of damage.
That's not bad.
No.
And that's the only one that made it through.
8 points.
Yep.
Life changes.
So do they, since they failed their con save on these two, do they both, I mean, they're resist...
They just take full damage instead of half.
Yeah, but so they've already taken the 15 damage and they're still up?
Yes.
God damn, okay.
Elementals are beefy boys.
I know, but I'm wondering if I need to switch to 2 sword instead
Alright,
of 1.
Floris's turn.
Okay, I am going to check a rock. I'm going to go for beefy one again.
Okay.
We need to start getting these guys down.
Oh, that's a miss.
That's why I'm wondering if I should just pull out 2
And
swords
that's your action.
and go fucking ham.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use one of my dreams features and restore hit points to Thava.
See, I would do something like fireball, but that's a bad idea.
Contained right now.
Mhm. I thought about that. I'm like, oh, I could do like fireball,
You get
like,
7
and
hit
kill
points.
everyone.
Cool.
Aw.
Flint's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna just start attacking the big one again. I think I'm just gonna keep using my spear because I think the AC and me being able to tank like 6-7 hits, no problem, is not bad. That's pretty good numbers. So we'll hit the big one again. Okay, so 25.
Hits.
Then so it's gonna be 9 damage on that one. 8 damage. Oh wait, 10. I forgot the +1 damage off my spear. Sorry.
Look at that.
Okay.
Then we'll swing him again. 18 hit.
18 just barely hits.
Okay, awesome. 8 damage that time. 4th attack, 26. 11 damage. And 4th attack, 16 doesn't hit. Okay.
How are you attacking so many times? You only get action surge once per short rest.
Oh.
Oh, only once per... I wasn't using... So you just have one extra attack.
Right.
So, okay. So I used action... I didn't want to use action. Well, whatever, I used it. Okay. So then just 3 attacks then. The last one didn't even hit. So
Okay.
Because 1 attack, bonus attack, other attack for my 2 actions. Right? Because you get 2 actions per round.
No. You get 1 action per round. You get an action and a bonus action. When wielding 2 swords, you can attack with your other weapon as your bonus
so
action.
then just 2 stabs.
Okay.
Okay, so take 11 damage off them.
Okay.
Okay, I misunderstood. That's my bad.
Flint. Sheila's turn.
Because you said you can get 4
Okay.
attacks. You
Right.
said I could get 4 attacks, and I was like...
Right, because as a 5th level plus fighter, you get 2 attacks when you take the attack action, and then by action surging, you get another action that you can use for another 2 attacks.
Gotcha. Okay.
So does the person in front of me look about done, or I'm trying to decide if I should disengage?
Let's see.
Because disengage is a bonus action.
It's a bonus action as a rogue.
I'm
And
pretty sure I have it.
yes, it's a level 1 rogue feature.
Okay,
so
yeah, so then I could totally...
he's looking a bit haggard, but he's still obviously got some fight in him. You can't tell exactly how much though.
Okay.
But if you
Is
want,
there anyone that I can see that is like this close?
the bigger Earth one looks very wrecked. He seems to be falling apart.
Okay. And since he hits hard...
He hasn't hit me once.
Like, yeah, but if
that's
those
why
5
I'm
attacks,
stabbing this thing to be...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if those 5 attacks suddenly all hit well, we're in trouble. So I'm gonna... well, okay, here's a question. Do I have to disengage, or can I just, like, throw a knife at him without disengaging, or do I have to disengage?
You can throw a knife at him.
Okay, I'll just throw my 2 knives at him and see what happens.
Boom.
Nope, nat 2.
Unfortunate.
And a nat 1. Nope.
Okay.
Wow, you are also done.
Thava's turn.
I'm gonna just keep hitting the big guy. That's a 3. That does not hit that one.
Hey! 1, 2,
That's
3.
17.
So that one will hit.
4 plus 5? Yes, 9.
Alright. And I believe that's... Oh, wait. You also had your branding smite going, so that goes off now, giving you an extra 2d8.
Sweet. It's
Ouch.
like, who's the 8? You.
So
3
an extra...
and 5.
Alright. So, Thava, Thea's turn.
Okay. This guy's still alive. This guy, everyone's still out.
This
Yep.
one's looking pretty haggard, though.
Okay.
Been stabbing it a lot.
I'll shoot that guy then first. The
Okay.
big one. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
She just crit. It's dead.
Okay.
Because how much damage does your bow do again?
3d6 maxed, so 18. Plus another 3d6.
Okay.
So start
18 plus 6.
24.
That's 24 damage.
No,
2 more.
2 more times.
2 more?
56.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
27.
28.
28. Then what is your
5 from
modifier?
dex.
Plus 5.
So 33 damage.
Is
with that, it
just
kind of just...
right? Destroyed?
It
Clods of dirt?
goes
Just
right
like
through his
blasts
chest
the
and
head off.
blasts him apart. And as he falls,
Sick.
these two turn into sand and fall apart as well.
Oh,
Oh.
cool.
That's
Oh,
good
perfect.
information
So
to have.
As soon as that happens, hit the big one, though!
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this way instead and hit the
Keep
big one
hit-
for
keep
the second
hitting the
attack.
big
Hit the big ones!
All right.
Oh,
That's one. Well, one extreme to the other.
The duplicity of man.
right. Yeah. Well, you win some, you lose some.
It's funny.
Alright, cool. So it's the monster's turn. And the big one, seeing the other one fall, is going to take a heavy strike at Thava.
Okay.
Nice.
Does a... Let's see. A 20 just misses.
Nice. Sucker!
So,
Yes.
whiff. And then the other two make 4 attacks against
How
you.
much plus do you add? Is it
Plus 2.
So she has plate mail plus shield
Yeah.
plus... So that one's a miss, that one's a miss.
I'm just, you can
That
turn
one's a
either
miss.
of this untouchable
Oh,
thing.
there we go. 26.
That one
There
does
we go.
hit.
Let's see. 4...
I am not good at direct combat, but what I do in combat, I am very good at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you don't need to be directed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For 11 damage.
I designed it with the thought of, yeah, you're all going to be in front of me, so I don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
I just need to protect
Right.
you.
Back to the top.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to move a little bit forward until I can see these guys, and then use my action to shift Moonlight onto them.
Okay. Let's see if they make their saves. That one fails, that one fails, and that one fails. So,
Goddamn.
alright. Anything else? That was your action. You still have your bonus action.
Nothing I can really do with my bonus action. Actually, who all has been hit so far?
I've been hit once.
I'm only 5 hit points down. She's the most.
Yeah,
she got
I'm-
it by 11.
Yeah,
Or
I'm down.
11 hit points.
No, more than that. Total looks like 30. I'm down 30.
Okay. Another healing to you. 11 points.
That's fixes the last one. I am at 99 of 150.
Yep.
That means you were down like 60 points.
Yeah, is that right? Alright, is 150
I was-
your max?
15.
Oh.
Oh, 115. Okay.
15.
Okay, that's different. All
Yeah,
right, so
sorry, we thought-
Flores,
I
Flint's
think
turn.
he heard 150 and I heard 150, so we were both like, how the fuck have you taken that much damage? Okay, I'm going to run. I'm just going to run in between them because I'm short.
Mhm.
And as I'm running through, I'm going to swap my. I'm just going to put the spear back on my back and swap to the 2 swords.
Okay,
Just pulling them out.
that does take your action though.
Okay,
'Cause
I was planning on
Stowing
that.
is a free action. Drawing is an action.
I'm planning on that actually, just to so at least next turn, if we need to take out that big guy, I got it. It will go down.
Sheila's turn.
Alright. Yay, those other guys are done, so it's just picking off these other people. So
Maybe just the big one, honestly.
is that what happened to the Okay.
Once the big one
dies,
did
the
down,
other
it was
two.
like linchpin.
Let's see, I think I can throw over Flint, but I don't know if it'll just hit the one guy or not.
You can throw as far as you want. You don't have to worry about another enemy getting in the way.
Okay, then I'll just go for this bro again, just do the same thing. Kate, you were on timeout. Let's see what happens now. Oh my
Back
gosh.
to timeout.
Okay, well that one didn't work. Oh, there we go. Nat 18.
Okay, so that'll definitely hit.
But that was not sneak attack.
No, it is because
You're
Thought
outnumbered
was technically-
by 2 people.
And I'm in
Okay.
front of you.
Okay,
Well,
I just didn't know if it was
she's
for the first hit.
Yeah.
it's the first hit, not the first attack.
Oh, got it. Okay. Then let's keep
Technically, you could even save it for a later hit. It's just you only get it once per turn.
That's fine. Okay. That one was cocked. Oh my gosh. Dang, that sucked.
So I can see a 3. I can't read the sparkly one.
Yeah, it's 5, 6, 7, 8,
Plus your
8,
Dex.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
That's not bad. I'll move it.
Oh, no, it was sitting on the one.
All right.
Like things.
So
Nice, sit on
Sheila,
it.
Thava.
Gets them too used to it.
Very superstitious.
Thought was gonna hit stuff.
Still a 1.
Second attack.
Oh.
That'll hit.
And a 17.
So both attacks are gonna hit.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
Yeah.
6 for?
That was. I was just playing with it.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I wasn't paying attention that it was my turn.
Oh, okay. All good.
That's a 9 plus the 5 for the thing, and a 4 plus a 5.
So
So
14 and 9 is 23.
It's like, yeah, big hit! Boom, boom!
Oh, you hit me hard? I hit you hard.
All right, after Thava is Thea.
okay. I'm gonna shoot the big guy. So it's gonna be 18.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be 4, 8, 9 plus 5, so that's 14 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
That's sort of right on the edge.
Roll it again.
15.
That's gonna be a 23.
That'll hit.
6, 7, 13
Plus
plus
your-
the 5.
18.
And with that, the armor cracks and shatters, and the other two disperse into wind.
Oh man, there's
Go
no
team.
bodies to loot.
Well,
There's even Earth. Because this is sand, maybe there
It's a
are
bunch of
others,
sand
but there
over
might
here,
be
right?
others.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Should we
Well,
go in?
Alright. Thopper, are you okay?
I'm good.
Good.
Anybody need
So-
some wounds or something?
Was it just stairs on the other one too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
I think I was a little too noisy.
I think we were too. So do we want to go venture deeper, or do people need to get going? I know it's almost 3.
Yeah, it's almost 3. What do you think?
We can call it there, and this one will just sit in waiting until we have another chance to play.